have been drunk, but I ain't drank. Hate the way my words fall down. My lies hurt people, I think. .60 on the clock face, 4 a.m. bleeding through the blinds. Phone glow, floor cold, heart race. Can't tell the truth from the lines. Bethany says, can we go home? I laugh, but I'm not alright. Everyone kind, everybody jokes. Nobody sees frostbite. Pretty much at 4 a.m. my brain says it happened, I don't know when. Thought it was a dream, but I knew it was a lie. The bathroom glass, red eyes, but I'm still dry. I talk big, then I walk it back. Can't look myself in the eye. Pretty much friends and such around. Must have been drunk, but I ain't drank. Hate the way my words fall down. My lies hurt people, I think.
Crime Cafe, where they go to softball, seeking the truth, finding the time, busting these cases, everything fine. Blue crew backs him, keeps him in line. Gotta find answers, gotta make time, solving the bullshit, praying for real. Big Daddy Meatball fighting for the next meal. True Crime Cafe, can you feel that grind? Digging in the dark for a twisted storyline. True justice hiding far out of view. He's hoping every night he can answer just a few. Yeah. Camera on the counter, coffee going cold. Hours every day, chasing what he's told. Keeping it real, never read from a script. Just a man with the mic and a tight, tight grip. Clicking through the files, faces on the wall. Names in the notebook, hearing every call. If the system sleeps, then he won't rest. Puts the weight on his chest, puts it all to the test. Crime Cafe, can you feel that grind? Digging in the dark for a twisted storyline. True justice hiding far out of view. He's hoping every night he can answer just a few. Find answers, gotta make time. If nobody listens, who draws the line? A true crime cafe, they go to softballs. Cold brew, cold case, chalk lines on the gloss. Seeking the truth, finding the time, files on the counter, grind with the grind. Blue crew backs him, keeps him in line. Sirens in his pocket, eyes on the sign. Got a wall full of faces, string tied tight, every red pen circle, another long night. True crime cafe, where the real ones bleed, busting these cases till the lost get free. Gotta find answers, gotta make time, everything will be fine if the truth aligns. If the truth aligns. If the truth aligns. Off in the bullshit, praying low real. Knuckles on the table, fighting for the next meal. True justice far out of view. Smoke in the doorway, what else can he do? Hoping he can answer just a few names in a notebook, voices breaking through. True crime cafe, where the real ones bleed, busting these cases till the lost get free. Gotta find answers, gotta make time, everything will be fine if the truth aligns. If the truth aligns. If the truth aligns. Yeah. Roll call, listen. They go to sauce bars. Clock on the wall, still ticking. Blue crew posted in the bag, a whole room. Listen. True crime cafe, coffee, black eyes, red files on the table, cold cases, cold dread, seeking the truth. Ink stains on his hand, pics on the cardboard, string lines, map land, busting these cases, long nights, tight grind. Everything will be fine. He repeat that line. Blue crew backs him, keep him on track. One step from the edge, they pulling them back. True crime cafe, they go to softball, seeking the truth, pay the real cost. Gotta find answers, gotta make time, busting these cases, walking that line. True crime cafe, they go to softball, hoping he can answer just a few. Yo, true crime cafe, they go to softball, say it with your chest, this the true talk. Solving the bullshit, lies in the booth, paper plates, cheap meals, chasing down proof, praying real quiet, hands on his face, fighting for the next meal. In another cold case, street talk, tip line, voices on mute, he dig through the dirt, searching for a root, true justice, distant, like it changed the address, but he still take notes, never half step. True crime cafe, they go to softball, seeking the truth, pay the real cost, gotta find answers, gotta make time, busting these cases, walking that line. True crime cafe, they go to softball, seeking he can answer just a few talk. True crime cafe, they go to softball, say it with your chest, this the truth talk. True talk. Yeah. Oh, hiding up. Yeah. Police sirens screaming, chaos in the wind. Drop D grinding, the bass kicks in. Miley Drake's playlist, sassy, classy charm. Only vibes, tomboy tough, alarms in my arm. Seahawks rapping, tomboy flex. Cat K laughing, got Randy perplexed. Rats with the Zelda game, Lucy Morning Star bright. Busy popping wisdom, brandy in the fight. Moderating the mess, keeping it clean. Kick control ass, eliminating the scene. Chrissy Chaos, Alicia J. Sheen. Keep it real, keep it raw, never routine. Never routine. Never routine. Never real, keep it raw, never routine. Typically unique like a fingerprint twist. SRB, shadow lurking in the mist. Meg P's anthem, blasting through the static. Zelda sword swinging, keep it cinematic. Randy Bird with the snapback tilt. Cassie sash sharper than a blade built quilt. Christy calls the shots, Alicia in the wings. Chaos in my head, but the melody sings. Sirens wail, bassline growl, moonlit shadows, voices howl. Trash talkers silence their Nothing ever happens, that's the tale they spin. Moscow nights quiet, but the chaos creeps in. Smile in your face, knives tucked in the grin. Truth in the shadows where the lies begin. The cover they preach. Governmental chaos sitting just out of reach. Same faces, same names, playing the same game. Whispers in the alleys, but they all sound the same. Heads on a swivel, life's a loaded dice. Day to day, taking lives, cold steel, no advice. Moscow's a mirage, ain't what it seems. A perfect town for your darkest dreams. Undercover truths, buried deep in the dirt. A smile's just a blade waiting to insert. Full gone, full story, shadows paint the walls. Echoes in the stillness, who's making the calls? Nothing ever happens, that's a song they sing. But the lies keep flying and the silence stings. Nothing ever happens till the shadows spring. Moscow nights, hear the sirens ring. Nothing ever happens. Ain't that a thing? Behind curtains, chaos breeds, barely concealed. Friendly handshakes while the truth's repealed. Smiling assassins, they're playing their part. Idaho's a canvas for a blood-stained art. Innocence lost, streets painted in dread. A ghost town, choir singing names of the dead. Puppet strings pulled from a place unseen. All quiet on the surface, but the rage runs mean. Whispers in the dark, feel the shadows crawl. A town of trust shattered, now we question it all. 4 souls, 4 fates, gone without a trace. But they'll tell you nothing happens with a straight face. Nothing ever happens, that's a song they say. But the lies keep flying and the silence stays. Nothing ever happens till the shadows spring. Moscow nights, hear the sirens ring. Nothing ever happens. Ain't that a thing? Truth ain't simple, ain't so clear. Moderators in the rear, steering the fear. Brandy B sharp, like a blade in the night. Christina Vada with that tomboy fight. Mama Bear claws, Molly Drex fire. Sassy Cassie spitting truth like a choir. SRB Zelda sword in the air. Raging Alicia J breaking every snare. Blue Crew Ranch wrecking. Voices loud, no second guessing. Moonlit baby howling high. Typically unique, rising to the sky. Blue Crew Ranch wrecking. Fizzy cake spark, ignite intention. Cat Kaylee, a story taking no blame. Bonnie Bailey, Lucy Mona, start burning the flame. Hey, burning the flame. Hey, Randy Fur, fists in the storm. Sister Pre-Meg P with a heart that's warm. They don't back down, they don't fade away. Truth is a anthem they play every day. Seahawks fan, but the fight ain't a game. I'm a bear roars, ain't tame, ain't the same. Wrench in the gears of the liars and fakes. Breaking the chains for the real it takes. And Blue Crew Ranch wrecking. Voices loud, no second guessing. Moonlit baby howling high. Typically unique, rising to the sky. Blue Crew Ranch wrecking. Fizzy cake spark, ignite intention. Cat Kaylee, a story taking no blame. Bonnie Bailey, Lucy Morning Star, burning the flame, yeah. Burning the flame, yeah. Pretty much at 4 a.m. brains brains a busted circuit. Bethany said I'm dumb, but I ain't one to word it. She the funk, I'm the liar, tangled in her prior. Super nice people, dust clouds when I fire. Don't know what happened, dream or disguise. Could have been a movie script in my eyes. Pretty much that's all I can muster. Rusted gears grind, my head's a fluster. Bethany's gospel says I should be crying, but maybe I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm lying. Clock tick-tocks heavy like my boots on gravel. Thoughts unravel, demons dance and I travel. She a preacher of pain, I'm the choir of blame. Burn bridges like my nights, no two flames the same. 4 a.m. truth's a whisper in the haze. Dreamt or lied, can't tell in this maze. Pretty much that's all I can muster. Rusted gears grind, my head's a fluster. Bethany's gospel says I should be crying, but maybe I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm lying. Pretty much at 4 a.m. brains a busted circuit. Bethany said I'm dumb, but I ain't one to word it. She the funk, I'm the liar, tangled in her prior. Super nice people, dust clouds when I fire. Don't know what happened, dream or disguise. Could have been a movie script in my eyes. Pretty much that's all I can muster. Rusted gears grind, my head's a fluster. Bethany's gospel says I should be crying, but maybe I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm lying. Clock tick-tocks heavy like my boots on gravel. Thoughts unravel, demons dance and I travel. She a preacher of pain, I'm the choir of blame. Burn bridges like my nights, no two flames the same. 4 a.m. truth's a whisper in the haze. Dreamt or lied, can't tell in this maze. Pretty much that's all I can muster. Rusted gears grind, my head's a fluster. Bethany's gospel says I should be crying, but maybe I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm lying. Sirens scream at the edge of the night. Blood on the sidewalk, no wrong or right. Shadows twist where the street lights fade. A convict's thoughts sharp like a blade. Docket decoder breaks the seal. Truth unleashed, what's fake, what's real. True crime warriors on the prowl. Outcast voices screaming loud. Seeking justice in the haze. Burn the lies, set fire ablaze. Lucy morning star lights the way. Cane beam whispers what they won't say. Tommy June paints it black and white. Dagos Cafe talks through the fight. Custody queens hold the line. Bronx tales written in grind. True crime warriors on the prowl. Outcast voices screaming loud. Seeking justice in the haze. Burn the lies, set fire ablaze.
Something's going. There we go. Sorry, guys. I've been having technical issues all day. Welcome back to the cafe. Hello, hello, hello. Great to see you guys. I hope you're having a great last day of the year. Happy New Year's Eve to you all. Great way to end the year. And hanging with you guys. Hanging with you guys is the best way to end this year. And great show over at Truth and Transparency with Bob and Bertie. Myself, I really enjoyed that a lot. I hope you guys did as well. Thank you to Lana for having me. Great show, folks. Great show all the way to the very, very end. I loved it. And it just shows, guys, that no matter what anybody thinks, we can all make this happen. We can all do it together. We can all get along. And there's no reason not to, folks, period. Bob, awesome guy. Great, intelligent, very smart, hardworking. Lana, we all know she's probably the hardest working person in true crime, in my opinion. Bertie is an amazing guy. Great thoughts that the man has. Does a great job out here. So, and then you have me. You know, I'm the bottom of the barrel as far as all that concerned, in my opinion. But still, we can all get along and do a great thing, guys. Truly. And we're all looking for the one same thing, truth, period. So, guys, we got new docs here. They keep taking them away from us, but we're going to do it anyway. Break them down, discuss them, think about it, talk about it, figure out what we can do with it on this last day of 2025. And hoping and praying that 2026 is so much better for all of us, guys, because everyone in here deserves it so very much. So thank you all for being here. Hit the like button, share this out if you will. The link is pinned at the top of the chat for those of you that like to join me up here. For those of you that don't, it is great to have you here anyway. Come on in, grab a seat. And that being said, you know what comes next. Let's do this thing, y'all. Here we go.
Flicker like broken halos. Whispers gather in the smoke-filled air. Tables carved with secrets and shadows. Every story's a wound laid bare. The kettle's boiling with a restless rage. Justice written on an unseen page. I sip the silence, bitter taste, waiting for the ghosts to show their face at the True Crime Cafe. We serve up the pain they try to hide away. Pour another cup of the truth you crave. Raise your glass to the names they betray. Cracked reflections are liars. Ashes fall where the guilty once stood. The jukebox hums like a funeral choir. Echoes pounding through the neighborhood. Every scar is a candlelit vow. We hunt the how, we demand the now. No more silence, no more disguise. We'll paint the night with sharpened cry. At the True Crime Cafe, we serve up the pain they try to hide away. Pour another cup the bottle's rim. The guilty write stories in invisible ink, but we'll drag it all up from the edge of the break. At the True Crime Cafe, the reckoning burns like a black bouquet. Every shadow will pay in the True Crime Cafe.
All right. Welcome back, guys. Great to see you guys today. Happy New Year's Eve. Last day of this horrible ass, shitty, crappy, doo-doo infested, crime-ridden 2025. I'm hoping next year, 2026, is so much better for all of us. And then saying that means less crime too, folks, which means less work for us, but we'll always have something to do out here, in my opinion, just saying. So, yay. Welcome, guys. Grab a seat, grab a cup so you can fill it up with all that truth you guys crave so very much. Great to have you here again. And again, like I said earlier, only way we should be spending the last day of this year, and that's together, folks. Hanging out with you awesome peeps here. I appreciate you all so very much. Very, very much. And Hemi's in the house already. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Oh, good. I enjoyed that live with old Pavarotti. That was a good thing to see there.
Yeah, putting all the four of us together was a good show. I agree.
Man, hopefully that will be something that Pavarotti would.
Maybe now that his cherry do
more,
a little bit more. Yeah, Pop's a good dude. He is.
Yeah.
And like I said, we all have different feelings and differences of opinion. Myself, DA, Pavarotti. Well, me and DA think a lot alike. I think we share a brain, but Birdie, Outcast, Lana, many other channels have different feelings on different things. But in the end, if we can all come together like we did today and point towards one specific thing, and that's the truth, that's what matters, guys, period. Like Lana said, period. It was good to see a different side of Pav too. He was able to joke around a little bit, so on and so forth. He's a good guy. He is. And Birdie's I've always said Birdie was a good guy. Like I said, he may have a different feeling and a different outlook on things, but he's still a good person. That's what people need to look at. They need to stop looking at what things one-sided with one eye closed and one finger in the air. It makes no damn sense, So we all have different ways of doing this, different things we talk about, different aspects to it. In the end, we're still all looking for damn truth, period. So welcome, everybody. Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, I got some good news. I might be going to work for Coca-Cola. Hopefully. Got my finger crossed.
I'll give you my address, and you can send me all the free Coke you want. That didn't sound good at all.
I got to do a virtual interview within the next 48 hours, but we'll see how that goes.
I hope you get it, Hemi. I hope you do. I'll be praying for you, bro.
Me too. Shit, I've been off since August 8th. It's bad down here.
Oh, it's bad up here too. It's bad up here too. I promise you, it is. It's bad all the way around.
Anybody out there that's prayer wars, man, keep me in your prayers, man, because
always. Everybody in my community, I'm always keeping in my thoughts and prayers, no matter what, whether they're good or bad, doesn't matter.
It's bad times nowadays, man. It's hard to find work now.
Yeah. Do you drive? Is that what you do? Is drive truck, or is it just that's what you do?
No, just this is gonna be a pull up. I'll
different.
go in and stock the shelves and stuff, and I'll have my
Oh,
own route. But I have to use my own car, which it is what it is.
you have to
So
transport the product in your car?
no. I just go to wherever they need me to go, and I'll go in there and stock the shelves. And
Oh, I got what I know what you're
yeah,
talking about. I've seen
it's
them
like
in the
a,
stores. Yeah,
a
yeah,
pull
yeah.
up guy.
And the delivery guy drops all the product off, and you just restock everything and switch it around. I got you.
Right. And I just work the freight. That's it.
That's a good. I've heard that's a good job. You do the end caps and all the little things they have set up for their displays and all that stuff. And yeah, I know what you're talking about. I had a friend that worked for Frito Lay. Um, that's what he did. He would just drive around to all the areas in his region, and the Frito Lay truck would pull up and drop off the stuff and pick up the stuff, and he'd switch everything out. And such a waste. There's guys I would watch them throw probably 45, 50 bags of potato chips in the garbage because they're off by one day. And they throw so much of this food away, guys, that people don't have. It's insane to me, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. But no, good for you, brother.
We all gotta make a living.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be keeping you in my prayers, hoping that you get it. Hopefully that'll raise your spirits up a little bit more. We might not see you as much, but it'd be worth it because then you'll be doing a little bit better in life, bro. That's what it's about. So I'm glad to hear that.
I've been in retail all my whole entire life. I've been in retail in some form of fashion. I don't really have a skilled trade per se.
Gotcha.
I've worked on a forklift, here and there, but other than that, that's about it.
Always time to learn new things, brother. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. Well, I'm glad you was over there supporting that show this morning. It was good to see that. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. I know I did until even before I went up there. So
I cooked some fried cabbage last night, and I just cooked some black eyed peas.
you sound like my wife's family now, bro. Fried cabbage, huh?
I just cooked some black eyed peas and some rice. Oh my God, Pop. Oh, I outdid myself.
We got is that good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're putting together. We got my older son picked up 2 pork roasts. We have sauerkraut, kielbasa because I love that stuff. Smoked sausage, whatever you want to call it. And then we also have black eyed peas and greens and all that fun stuff. So we'll see what happens. That'll be dinner for the next 3 days, I guess. Shrimp Alfredo. What the hell?
I'm questioning even more now, even after watching all that with Bob and Lana, because they touched on a lot of things. Why did he take the plea again? How did they get him to take a plea when they don't have nothing on him?
There's something going on in the background, Hemi. Is the only answer I've ever been able to come up with. There's something there. I know for a fact, okay? There were hold on 1 minute, guys. There were threats being made, hardcore threats being made against Brian, his family. I think it's more his family than anything. Ann Taylor and her family were being threatened pretty hardcore. I think that's what and don't forget something I think of importance is there was no continuance handed out when Oh my God, you scared the hell out of me. Sorry, my wife just scared the death out of me. He asked for a she asked for a continuance. They wouldn't give it to her. She wasn't ready. Okay. That's one of the biggest things I think too, is that Ann Taylor was not ready and she blatantly claimed it. There's no shame there. It wasn't really all her fault. She wasn't ready for this to go to trial. And she said that. She asked for the continuance. Judge Hippler absolutely blatantly denied it. And I don't see any good reason why he did. Okay. Other than the fact that he's an asshole. I'm just saying. So,
Shit.
That is the reason why I think the plea deal happened, because it'll give him time for them to get more shit together. and possibly put a case together against the state. In my opinion, of course, guys, I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm just saying I feel like it could happen, if that makes any sense. I'm hoping it happens. That there needs to be a state or a case against the state. Period. But and also, Ann's mother had passed away. The one hearing we saw, she had just come back 3 days before that. She had buried her mother, and I think she was slipping a little bit because of that. This is again just my opinion. I think that she was having a hard time dealing, and I think the judge took advantage of her on that. And that's just, again, my opinion. Nobody needs to agree with me, but I thought it was wrong. You know, and she was still there for Brian, even though she had just gone through that, you guys. That'll tell you something about her, in my opinion. So,
I'm sorry, Dago, but I just don't buy it about Hitler, because he called that whole dang on thing about there's careers that's on the line, and everybody can lose their jobs behind it and all. And you want to call it theatrics, and you want to call him a conspiracy theorist.
Yep.
Really. I mean, that tells me everything I need to know about Hitler.
The only theatrics I saw was the shit that he was doing. That was theatrics to me. Okay? Truly.
No, I agree. 100. They called it theatrics. That's what he said.
Yeah, that was the only theatrics that I saw, you guys, was whatever Judge Hitler was doing, and there's no other answer as far as I'm concerned with that. That guy is a piece of work, I'll tell you that right now. When Andrea Burkhart can't even come out and make a true to form statement about somebody, and she just kind of hem and haws around it, that tells you something right there. You know, that thing was an entire process, played out joke that he didn't when he sat on that stand.
Well, I appreciate Willie. My hat's off to him, and I really do feel for him. He's as close as he is to the Kobergers.
Yeah.
He should be like top of the line person to go to Koberger just to let him know, hey, look, you got support out here.
Well,
There's a lot of people that's done broke this down, and
he did have a conversation with Michael, Brian's father, and told him, you know, let him know, or said he wanted to tell him, let him know that he does have support out here. That may make no difference. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what that's going to do, if it's going to do anything. Now, I think Willie was trying to feel the waters out to see how Michael reacted to him. Now that he saw that he could speak to him, because they do go to the same pharmacy, stuff like that, they will be able to run into each other again at some point. Maybe there'll be more conversations that are had. Who knows? You know, if I know Willie, he will. He's going to push for it to be known that Brian Koberger has a support backing, and more than nothing, supporting the fact that this investigation and this governmental bullshit that has happened is a joke, and it needs to be exposed for what it is. In turn, setting Brian, you know, straight and giving him the possibility to have an actual fair trial or set him free completely. Just saying. So,
I just like to know where his headspace is. Brian Koberger.
Yeah, I think everybody would like to know what's going on in his mind right now. It's a good point. Real quick though, because I haven't done it yet. I'm so sorry, you guys. Redacted doing redacted. Jesse Land, Miss Cat K, good to see you. The SRBBB is in the house. Hearts from Julie, good to see you. Miss Rowena is in the house. Speaking of which, you know what? It's that time. I've already had that discussion, so I'm just going to do it and be done. New Year's coming. It is handled. There we go. 1-1, my brother. Good to see you. You notice I have my name up here as 2-2. You're 1-1. I'm 2-2. Crud Dog, welcome back to you, my friend. Patty Barnett, good to see you. Marky Piglet, welcome to you. Miss Cat K, great to see you. Miss Jessie Lynn, yes, yo. Cat K, Patty Barnett. Senor Wazowski's in the house. Wonderful to see you, Senor. Let's see. Jane Kendall, welcome to you, dear. Wonderful to have you in the house. Altruistic Murders in the house as well. Great to see you. Melly 222. Great to see you. Phenomena Mom. Do. Phenomena Mom. Do. Good. I know I'm a dork, guys. William Tardy, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Aztastic in the house. Good to see you. Duh. Cats meow. Good to see you. Christy Chaos in the house. Christy's Chaos, guys. Make sure we drop Christy's link in here. Please and thank you. Christy's been putting out some great stuff. Thank you, Christy, for your hard work. You are appreciated for sure. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Good to see you, Lucy. My Lucy. I love my Lucy. She's not screaming at me yet, so we're good. Mikey's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Last 24. Welcome, guys. I want you to welcome Miss Rowe, Miss Rowena herself to the Blue Crew, guys. She's been here for a long time. Long time. And that doesn't mean she has to do anything. I'm giving her that honorarily in the effect that Rowe's been here for so long, guys. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I talked to the moms about it a long time ago. So there you go, Rowe. God bless, dear. We love you and appreciate your loyalty to the channel. You're here for every live stream. You've supported me in so many different ways. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope you'll be excited to start off a new year with that wrench in your pocket as part of this community, this family. And you've already been part of the family, but part of the crew. And I appreciate you so very much, Ro. Thank you so much for being here. Foxy, Rose in the house. Good to see you. Speedy, you too. Tommy boy, great to see you. Pennywise, always good to see Pennywise. Michelle F, welcome to you. Let's see, show. Again, Murky Piglet, good to see you. And another one. Murky's been here a long time too. So Murky, you're standing in line too, just so you know. The Megastar, Miss Meg in the house. Always great to see our Meg. Jen 7, welcome back to you, Jen. Of course, again, the last 24, my brother Mikey. Great to see you guys in the house. Guys, make sure Mikey's link gets dropped in here as well, please. Sour Girl, good to see you and Happy New Year to you. Moonlit Baby, welcome back to you, Moonlit. Great to see you. Glad that you're all here to end this year with us. False Stars in the house. Good to see you, False Star. And start that new year out with us as well. Come on in, guys. Grab a seat, get comfortable, fill up that cup. Hopefully we can fill up that cup with that truth you guys are all craving as we break this shit down. Moonbreaker's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. All right, guys, and you better behave. 1-1 and Senor Wazowski. We get two LAR, as Miss Annie would say it, two LAR enforcement officers in the house. I love Annie. Love Annie. And I just noticed you guys are hitting up this goal super fast. Cat K, great to see you as well. Let me check something here real quick. It looks like Michelle F hitting on there. Thank you so much. Hearts from Julie. Thank you so much for that. Miss Cat K. I'm sorry. Miss Cat K hit it as well. Meg. Oh, no. We had enough of that yesterday, Miss Meg. The Baby Shark song. I pulled that gentleman up here yesterday, and he just starts. Baby Shark, do, Baby Shark. I don't know if you heard it, Hemi, but yeah, he went to town with that one. Thank you, all of you guys, for hitting up that goal, guys. We got 4 out of 10 already, heading towards them. The explosion, the fireworks, or whatever it happens in there. Can't wait to see that. SRB loves that stuff. And Redacted, welcome so much. Welcome so much, Redacted, to the sauce. We appreciate you. I hope you enjoy it here as part of the fam. You already have been, basically. Great to have you there. Hope you stick around. Appreciate you all so very much. And again, welcome and thank you to everybody that has been hammering that goal. You guys are awesome. I do have to do this, though, because we do it every time. There's all 4 of them. Thank you all. And again, guys, don't forget, we got law enforcement. Don't be pissing one off, because that's what you'll be hearing. You better behave. Just saying. The Megastar. Jesse Lynn. Making sure I didn't miss nobody. Come on. Sluther 75. Welcome to you. Again, great show last night over at Devil's Advocate guys, thank you so much for being over there and supporting us. Always having a great time over there. I'm telling you, Rick, guys, the true crime community in 2026 is going to be something to be reckoned with. It's going to be awesome because we have so many awesome people coming together over here. I love it. I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to see what comes next, is all I'm going to say. And I love seeing you guys over there. These communities coming together, becoming these devil balls or meat, den. I don't know what the hell we've become, but we're all together, and that's all that matters to me, and I love it. Thank you so much, Michelle. Welcome, Michelle Weddle. And thank you so much. Number 5, guys. It's climbing and moving quick. Very much appreciated. God bless. We have Turpentine and Moonshine. Good to see you. Appreciate that very much. Den meat den, whatever the hell it was. I don't even know. Den sauce. Lucy's losing her mind. She's gonna start screaming at us in a minute. Den meat. I don't know what it's. I don't know what it's gonna end up being. It's gonna be something. Meat devils, devil meat. Ugh, some of them don't sound. There you go. And Double B's in the house. Beach Babe, good to see you. Your facial reaction last night was priceless on DA's ending was great. You're a saint. Oh my God, poor DA. Poor DA. That's all I'm gonna say. Getting weird, Luce. It's been weird, sweetie. You know that. Yes, the devil's sauce. And there's the bear of mamas. There's our mama bear. Hello, dear. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good.
Wonderful. You sound good. You look good. How'd everything go with your little signing today?
Everything's been signed, sealed, and delivered. We have a new place.
Congratulations. Super excited for you. Now
Yeah.
the work begins, right?
Yep. And everybody's excited that we bought it. The mayor wants to meet us and all kinds of crazy shit.
The mayor?
The mayor of the town, yeah.
Yeah. Now you got me nervous. You better be careful. Are they trying to like rope you into some kind of weird ass coven or something and take control of the family or what?
What'd you do to get his attention?
Get right.
Bought a historic building and we're gonna bring it back to life.
That's it right there. It's a historic, and it is a really cool building, folks. If you see it, I'm telling you.
Was it a place of business or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna have retail space in the bottom, and then the upper 2 floors will be where we live.
Oh, okay.
It's big, guys. It's big, and it's a really cool looking old school building. I love the old architecture. You guys, I've told you before, and it's got the old, like the door frame on the outside in the front corner and all that stuff. And her husband's a musician too. Surprise, we all are. And he's going to be doing something with the business space while they turn it into a really beautiful home because it's a beautiful. The bones, I'll call it the bones, are really beautiful. They have a lot of like when you look at something and you see what it can be. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be great. So
yeah.
I'm super happy for you guys. I really am.
And they said there's like grants that are available since we talked to them last that we can apply for to help us get stuff
good.
And yeah, so I'm really excited now.
And it's a cute little town too, you guys. The whole it's like it reminds me of where I live. It's like the old school old country style hometown type looking place, and I love that stuff too. And it's what it looks like there where she's moving.
Yep. Everybody knows everybody.
That's the only problem. The same thing here. Yeah. You know. Guess what, y'all? Tony took a shit this morning, and his wife fell down the stairs, but they're okay. No big deal. Take some apples over to them; they'll be good. You know that's how it is here too. So that's why I live way out here, so I ain't got to be in the mix of all that. So yes, very excited for you, Bear. I'm grateful. I feel bad for Matt and you guys having to do all that work yourselves, but I mean, in the end.
Well, I mean, we'll have some help, but
right, it'll be worth it. And you get to put the one thing about that kind of thing, guys, is you put your own personal touch on something when you do it that way. And Mama Bear can pick and choose whatever the hell she wants it to look like, do with it. Like I said, the bones are strong. Everything else will be good. So good for you. Are the kids excited?
I don't know. I think they will be once it gets closer to being able to like actually move in. But
live into, yeah. And the school system's pretty decent around there. It's in nice area, stores and all that. So
okay, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, are they doing the homeschooling thing still, or
they're still doing the online?
Okay.
Lorelai might go back to in person. We'll just kind of have to see
Feel it
how.
out.
Yeah,
Right.
feel it out exactly once we get down there. So maybe she'll do her senior year in person.
There you go. She'll figure it out. She'll
Yeah,
figure it out. Either way,
she's a smart cookie.
some changes are good. I think like a new fresh start and all that. So good.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's good to have you back today. Appreciate you
yeah.
joining us up here again, guys. The link's pinned up there if you guys want to join Mama Bear and myself. By the way, for those of you that are new, once again, this awesome lady here is my actual co-host. We don't get to see her very often, but she has been for 4 years. So
Hi.
this is the channel co-host and has been from the beginning. So everybody meet Mama Bear if you haven't, and if you have, you know her, you love her. That's all there is to it. So, and Hemi, of course, we all know Hemi. Can't miss Hemi. Let's see.
Why'd he go black? His
Trying to see
little,
if I can get my camera to work.
oh, I was gonna say his little box
Oh.
went black. Like, what the world?
Also, real quick, Sluther75 dropping number 6 in our goal there. Thank you so much. Meatball for life. We appreciate that. And Happy New Year to you. Now, Turpentines and Moonshine. Happy New Year to all. Except Bill Taylor and Hitler, of course. Hopefully they have a crappy New Year. Just saying that. Yeah. Thank you, number 7, Turpentine. God bless. Very much appreciated. Very generous. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Mikey. Come on up, Mikey. You're welcome to, bro. If you choose.
Yeah, Murky, I am. I'm moving south to North Vernon, Indiana.
Yeah, we got a few peeps in here that are in Indiana. Murky's in there, Indiana. Well, we were just. Oh, you heard. DA's talking about going. There's the other kitty. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, this is Pippin.
About going to Delphi.
Yeah, because I put in the chat. It's like, oh hell no, I'm not going up there.
You've lived out there forever, and you still wouldn't go there.
Nope.
I get it. I promise you, it's going to be a real quick once through trip and out. That's it. So we might even try to talk Kim into going. Who knows? She's already been there once. Mike said, "Nope, I got to drop the links." That's his out. Miss Mamakin's great to see you. If Mikey comes up, SRB, that means you got to come up. How about that one?
Oh,
Shane, she's like, bye. Just watch her drop out of chat.
right.
Bye, Dago. All right, guys. Let's see. RJ Anderson, welcome, brother. Good to see you. He nearly got to. Yeah, I know. Yep, there it is. She's like,
Mhm.
What was the name of that officer we was watching last night on the body cam?
Oh Jesus, that was what's his name? Corbin Smith. Oh, really, Meg? Is he in here?
I haven't seen him. Unless he's in there and just hiding.
Tomboy said that's Officer Stupid, Hemi. Welcome, Tomboy. Today's Twiz's birthday, huh? Is he in here? You know I'm not gonna do it if he's not in here, but if he's in here, I'm gonna do it. You talking to him? Is he coming in? Let's see here.
Oh, about hit you in the head, baby.
What's that one's name, Bear?
Pippins.
Pippins, that's right. Welcome, Robert. Good to see you, buddy.
There goes that calico attitude.
Yeah.
I think because I touched her tail.
Will bite the shit out of me, and he loves me. If you even touch his tail, he does not like it. What the hell is going on here? So yes, guys, we got some docs to hit. Even though they took them away from us, we're gonna do it anyway because I got a great blue crew that grabbed them things as soon as they could. Where's it at? Well, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And it's just because I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for Twiz. So whether he likes it or not, I could give two shits. Twiz took
Jen, it's Pippins. Kind of like Scotty Pippins.
Pippins.
Yeah, Pippins the cat.
Cool enough. Even Tomboy even uploaded him to the thumb drive just to back it up to make sure we had it. I told you guys I got the best crew out there. Big Red Faye, welcome, good to see you.
You're not proud of me for making a sports comment?
Oh my God, you did. You did. I just realized that. Holy shit. She hates sports. I'm surprised you even know who the hell Scottie Pippen is.
I used to like him back in the day.
Because he was
cool. He was just different, yeah. But
people
look at me and they're like, Pippins. And I'm like, well, just think about it like Scottie Pippins, you know. And they're like, oh, okay, I got it. So
right. Yep. All right, Twiz, whether you're here or you're not here, like I said, Twiz took a Saturday one day out of his life, his entire life, and sat on the phone with me for 8 hours to put this damn tower together. Told me what to buy, make sure that I could do it, made sure everything was running right before he hung up the phone. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here, guys. So we got to thank him for that. I appreciate him for that, and many more things, of course, too, just for being himself, being part of the community, being part of the complete true crime community. And he's been around for a minute now. So I'm going to throw this out real quick, whether he's here, whether he's not. Everybody knows. Make sure you guys throw up a happy birthday to Twiz, if you will. Wish him the best birthday he can have and having a great 2026 leading up to this time next year. So happy birthday, brother. We love you and appreciate you. And I hope you have a great day today.
Happy birthday, Twiz.
All right, there's that for you, sir. And one more, and I'll leave you alone. Just because Twiz is who he is, gotta make something good for it. 1 second. I gotta give Twiz, and he got his cake in that big ass cake for him. So that's what you're getting this year, and you get the absolute worst birthday song to exist. That's how this is labeled, just so you guys know, and it's just for you, Twiz.
HAPPY BIRTH H-A-P-P-Y-B-I-R-T-H-D-A-Y. H-A-P-P-Y-B-I-R-T-H-D-A-Y. H-A-P-P-Y. B-I-R-T-H. H-A-P-P-Y-B-I-R-T-H-D-A-Y. H-A-P-P-Y-B-I-R-T-H-D-A-Y.
Nothing but love for you, bro.
The
Damn.
chicken was the best.
Yes. Perfect. That's perfect for H-A-P-P-Y.
That's the kind of love you don't want there.
Uh-huh. It'll be stuck in my head now for the rest of my life. That was perfect. That shows you how much we love you, bro. That was great. That was great. Yeah, it's the worst birthday song ever, it says. I said, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh no.
The chicken was, that was it for me, so I love that. But yes, welcome back. Good to see you, Becky. Where are we at? You think you woke up 20 years ago? Something like that, bro. That was, to be honest with you, that was kind of scary. Truly.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, everything else. Any other birthdays or crazy surprises? Kimberly, good to see you today. Kalada Hope, welcome to you. The cats, meow meow. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I will catch up with you. Adult faces take the cake. Yes. Foxy Rose, good to see you. Gen 7, of course. Karma Police, gotta be a Radiohead fan. I believe that too, Jen. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. I think I got Holy Chicken is right. Kind of felt like a declaration of war. Is it that bad? Smitty's in the house? Yeah, only at Dago's. You can't go wrong. Just like the baby shark guy yesterday.
That was
I think
Does Wiz owe you an apology?
I think one was gonna piss his pants yesterday during that one.
seriously.
What did Twiz do to you, Dago?
No, nothing. I figured that would make him laugh. Holy shit. Interesting, Tomboy. Guys, we've been looking at something since those pictures came out, the ISP docs, when they dropped the pictures. And you know what? This is pointed out. I had to wonder this myself. We were talking about, and guys, this is just theoretical, okay? Please. There's nothing documenting it, proving that it's anything, okay? But we were talking about the fact that, is it up there? Not yet. Hold on, maybe. What am I doing here? I'm messing things up there.
I'm not surprised.
Hitting buttons. Things are disappearing. There. Okay. Tomboy sent this over. I don't know if you guys can see this. We talked about the fact that, well, we all know that there was the thought of a pew-pew being involved in this possibly, okay? Before we get to the documents, I just want to cover this real quick. We talked about the possibility of that. And then we started going through these ISP pictures. And I think Senor Wazowski sent this to Tomboy. She in turn sends it to me. HIPPY. I told you it's stuck in my head now. I can't get it out of my head. That was my stupidity, but yeah. No, I know. This has been pointed out for a while. You are correct. But we've been talking about it like Discord, this, that, everything else. But it's been talked about months ago, guys. And now I gotta wonder. I've never really talked about it on a live show because there's no proof of it. It's not an ISP photograph. I thought it was in the photograph dump that came from ISP. Where did it come from, you guys?
It's got alamy all over it.
Well, is it a bullet hole? Okay, is that a bullet hole? I seen you, Robert. I said hello to you twice. Clean out them ears, bro. It's in my head also. I know. I can't help it either. The original one was the ISP photograph. So where did this photograph come from, senor? Yeah, it looks like it could be a bullet hole, okay? And if it is, I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct, when we went over this, SRB, if you remember, yeah, it could be from a tree limb too, because the end of a tree limb is pointed and it could have just poked it. But here's the thing. See, now that I'm close up to it, looking at it, I don't see any peeling. My opinion. This is my opinion. It doesn't mean it means anything. I think if it was from a bullet, we would see what I call peeling, how it would peel outward if it came from inside the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is probably the clearest one we've seen, thanks to Senor. It doesn't look like it did in the other photograph. That's the difference. Yeah, this is on the side of the house. If I'm correct, it came out of Maddie's bedroom. Oh my God, what the hell? What is that smell?
Kind of
What
looks
is that
smoky back
smell?
there.
Oh, I forgot. Oh God. That's what it smells like. Sauerkraut. Sorry, folks. They opened the sauerkraut.
Yeah, I hate sauerkraut.
There he is. HIPPY.
Hey, Twiz.
Happy birthday, bro. That's what it smells like. Somebody overflowed the toilet or some shit. It's crazy. Hope you're having a great birthday, brother. Anyway, so yeah, is it that what it is, or is this just a tree branch? You know, windstorm, whatever it is, and the tree branch goes to the siding and causes the hole. We don't know. But if it did come from inside the house, I still feel like there'd be peeling on the outside. It would open outward on the siding. We talked about this before in the Discord, and I don't see that. It looks too clean, in my opinion, to be a bullet hole. There's no cracking around it. It's just perfect. So I don't know, but it could be. It could be. Senior said this is not a marker on the house. I sent this to compare the marks from 1122. Gotcha. So I didn't think there was a marker. No, I didn't think so. Too fast for please. Good to see you. Witchy was here, and Witchy was here again. Good to see you, Witchy. Thank you for joining us. Where am I at? Oh, yeah. These are the original photos from the house, you guys. So, can I make it bigger? See, this one looks different to me. As I make it bigger, it's probably going to get less easier to see. Can you guys see that? No. Yeah, that's the original. Let me move this.
Come on.
Your socks off. That explains everything, senor. Inside your bones. Welcome to you. So yeah, that's the original photograph, and it looked like I said. If you look at it, it looks like it has the peeling that goes around the outside of it, as if a bullet could have been ejected through the wall and came out that end. Is all I'm saying.
That looks more like a bullet hole to me.
It does, and the other one doesn't. Right?
No.
Put your socks back on, senor. It's getting bad over here. Well, my birthday's coming up, but nobody knows what it is. Then why did you tell us about it, Robert? Sheesh. I'll figure it out. I know how to figure it out. What do you think, 1-1? Looking at that, do you think, I know it's distorted, bud, but do you think it looks like it could be? In your opinion, 1-1. And senor, your thoughts as well. And like I said, guys, if that was what that was, it had to have come from the inside of Maddie's bedroom and go out through the wall, which in turn, the conversation that was brought up about that was maybe that's why the Cowboys were in there taking the wall pieces out, blah, 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 blah. That kind of stuff was talked about. So
1-1 said, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
You think so, bud? It's like I said, it's kind of pixelated. It's hard to see, but I mean, it could. That's what we said. It could have been because it does have the, like I call it peeling. I know there's another name for it, but on the around the outside here, it looks like it. See that other picture though?
Tomboy said, show the other original pic. Because one of them is smaller.
Yeah, this one here. Hold on, I gotta put it into camera view right there.
One says TC's peeling.
Would you say it is peeling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I forget things. So yeah, so right there, that's the other one, and it does look like, in my opinion, that it very possibly could be. Okay, I don't know, guys, and it made me wonder. We heard them say in a video, one of the police officers during a body cam video, one of them brings up, is there a pistol? That was said. I saw that video. They're asking them look around and check for shells. We hear that. But we're told that there's no pew involved. It's just sharp-edged weapon, right? We don't know, though. We don't know. Yeah, and it's on, Tomboy said it's on the other wall of Maddie's bedroom. Outer wall. I knew what you meant. Outer wall. Yeah, I would too. On one. I think, like I said, if that people thought that the Cowboys went in and took out pieces of floor, pieces of wall, so on and so forth. Sorry. Let's see. It's hard to decide. I don't know if I see bullet hole or want to believe it's bullet hole, but yeah. That's kind of my thought. It is very similar. It's hard to know for sure. I'd like to know if there were any shell casings found anywhere on the property whatsoever, within the walls, within the floor, within the house, on the exterior of the house, any of that. Yeah, this was one of the official photos from the ISP dump 1-1. Panda Hug, welcome to you. Jippa, good to see ya.
That's right, it was.
What was?
Firearms were marked on the unredacted forensic document.
They were. That's true. That is very true. Makes you wonder why, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's a small bullet in, I believe, the ISP. Really? Is it a full-size bullet, Turpentine? I'm going to have to look for that now. Or does it look like a spent bullet? Welcome, Anna D. Happy New Year to you as well. I mean, this would change things, you guys. If this is a bullet hole, if this is real, we saw them carry out bags in one aspect, False Star, and it was believed that there could have been pieces of drywall cut out and put inside those bags that they were carrying out by the handle. That was one of the theories back then. If this was and this is fully speculation, folks, please don't take this as a fact. Run over somewhere and say, "They said they shot a hole in the house." Don't do that, please, because it's not what I said. I'm saying that it looks like a bullet hole. And this could be from 25 years ago. We don't know. Or it could
a couple of them want you to zoom out. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It could be from 25 years ago, or it could be from November 13th of 2022. We don't know. That's the thing. Is that better? Sorry, guys. Welcome, Right Turn Clyde. Good to see you. Yeah, it's in.
1-1.
If you guys want to go, I was just going to say it. Thank you, Tomboy. If you guys want to go find it and look at it, it's in number 242 and 243 in the big ISP photo dump that they put out. Meg could be right too, folks. It could be from a woodpecker. We don't know.
Right.
It's that's why it's very much nothing but theoretical, guys. Period. Welcome, Allie Girl, Grace Kirk. Great to see you. It could be like SRB said. It could be from a windstorm and a stick blew into it. It could be somebody threw a rock at the house and that's what happened, or somebody was cutting grass and a rock got flung through the lawnmower and hit the house. Something. It could be anything besides what we're talking about right now. Or it could be that. It's just a theory. But my whole point, cable wire hole, maybe. Could have been a screw up that they were doing. The point I'm making with this is if this is a bullet hole, and it's weird because there's only one. That's the other problem too, okay? If it was, I think it would change everything, okay? That's all I'm saying. So, Zoom out more. Okay, yeah, 1 second. Sorry. Thank you, Tomboy. Okay, is that better? This is the back railing, the back deck that comes off of Maddie's bedroom window, wraps around to Kaylee's slider door. Someone I don't know who accidentally shot his house with a compound bow and it stuck an arrow right in the siding and it looked a lot like that. See? It could be that too. Somebody could have thrown a stick, guys. Somebody could have thrown a damn boomerang. Anything could cause this, okay? Especially when siding, vinyl siding becomes cold.
It just breaks.
Yeah, it'll crack and break. It's like brittle. So, and that false star has a good point. Logically thinking the one shot would have been to Kaylee's face. I mean, it could be, I guess. It could have been a warning shot, you guys, just to get people's attention.
It could have been a bullet that ricocheted off something.
Right, 100%.
I mean,
once again,
Idaho's crazier than Indiana, and on New Year's Eve, the Indiana people think that they need to get out their guns and start shooting them in the air like a bunch of idiots. I see you.
Guess what we get to do at midnight here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of them sitting right here waiting for me. we have. Well, I'm not going to tell you what we have, but it's a repeating type thing. I'm just going to say that. It's not just a single shot type scenario. It's going to be fancies in the house. You're in Walmart.
I told the kids, you hear them fireworks?
Yeah, they sound like a whole bunch of firecrackers going up. I have the ability out here where I live, though.
Yeah.
And my son has his, and yeah, neighbors have their. We all have them out here. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
What did Outcast hear? Did you ever hear anything? I don't know. Kimberly, good to see you. If a shot was fired, but was just thinking of the autopsy reports of the breaking. That is the only reason why that became prominent to me, False Stars, because of the internal fracturing of the skull. That's hard to do, okay? The skull is probably one of the strongest bones in our body. It is, truly. To fracture a skull takes a lot, okay? Welcome, Crud Dog. Good to see you. Now, if you think about the fact that a bullet, the force behind a bullet, going inside of something and bouncing around, that's where I got the ideal from. So, yes, I have to agree with False Star on this one. We don't know. That's the thing factor. We don't know. Welcome, by the way. We don't know what the deal is. And this is 100% absolute theoretical, folks. Just nothing but. It's just a thought. It doesn't mean anything. It's probably not anything, but it's just a thought. Ethan had a fracture as well. But what it is, Jesse, is it's an intercranial inside the skull fracture, which is hard to do. Okay. So it had to be something that happened from inside the skull. And like I said, my opinion was something being shot inside, bouncing around. Just think of what happens. If you drop a marble in a glass and you shake it up, it's going to crack the glass. You get what I'm saying? As it's bouncing around. Intracranial. Thank you for correcting me, SRB. So yeah, it's just a thought. That's all it is. Think about it, look at it, talk about it, whatever you want to do. Just don't say that it's a fact, because it's not. We don't know that yet. And yes, severe is correct, False Star. Welcome, Kim Young. Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Can they ever reveal info on Xanani's and cell phone data in regards to the router? I hope 1-1. Will they? I don't know. I don't know. I would love to have that information, to be honest with you. Brian Todd, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely, Jess. Absolutely. No problem. Severe blunt force trauma is the only other. Right. I agree with you. Absolutely, I agree with you, False Star. My boy's good to see you. Now, see, that's the thing. Is she had the intracranial fractures. She had severe devastation done to her face. The orbital socketing around her face was destroyed. Okay, she had missing teeth that were bashed out. You know, and you have stupid people out here that'll say they stabbed their teeth out. No, you don't stab people's teeth out. Okay, you break them, you bash them. It's got to be something very tough and strong to do something like that. You're not gonna just stab somebody in the teeth. Come on, guys. You guys obviously know this, but there's people that say this. They say things like that and other dumb shit like the knife gets flushed down the toilet and the clothes gets flushed, stuff like that. That makes no sense. That's all I'm saying. If everything is revealed, the case gets overturned. And I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you, Senor. It would have to. It would have to. Did Emmy say intracranial? Yes, intracranial. If not the size, shape, and concave break, immediately scream to me golf club. And that was another thought too. Turpentine's got a good point. I've said golf club is what since the beginning, Mama Bear, that there was at least probably one golf club. And I think that would explain. I always thought that could explain if you have a driver, golf club driver, or a wedge, or even a putter, they have lines on them, guys. Okay. The metal ones do. You hit somebody in the mouth with one of them, it's going to leave an indentation. This is triggering. I'm sorry, but it's going to leave an indentation of an imprint of whatever was on that device. There was 2 or 3 bags of golf clubs. It would be very simple for somebody to grab one. And I even went as far back then as to say they could have busted one in half, broke one in half, because that's when Steve was saying that their wounds and injuries were gouges. Like there was another word he said. It was like deep circular gouging or something like that. And I'm thinking, like, what the hell's going to do that? Well, if you break, and I did a whole show on it, I know it sounds like a waste, but it made sense. If you break a golf club in half, that metal is jagged and sharp on either end of those, right? And if you shove that into something, it's going to cause a gouge, not a slice, not a cut. It's a gouge. It's circular, and it'll tear around those things, is all I'm saying. So again, trigger warning, my apologies. I'm just telling you. And if you have the other end that has the ball to the end that you're putting or, golfing with, if you have that in your hand and it's a small, like, club style device, imagine the strength and power you have behind that when you go at somebody. It would definitely leave indentation and do a lot of damage to somebody's face. That's my only thought with all of that. So yeah, absolutely. I've seen stuff like that done too. You can do it because the golf clubs are pretty strong, folks. They're not just going to bend real super easy. You break it and it's going to be strong.
Do police officers carry billy sticks anymore?
Do they even call them that? I don't think so.
Probably not.
I know that
baton, but
2 officers here that I know of, they have a nightstick. Do they ever carry them? I don't know. But they do get issued a nightstick as part of their uniform.
Seems like they all go to taser or gun.
Mm-hmm. They have that's what my father had, the ASP.
Oh, and a nightstick.
Yeah, this thing here, one's talking about. My dad had one of those. It was you can use it to break windows. You can, for car accidents, stuff like that. But it can also be extended into what looks like a nightstick, and it's metal. So, my dad had one of those. It was an ASP, and he had a little thing that he could plug it in on the side of his belt. So yes, I haven't seen his clubs marked anywhere. Right. There was a set of clubs that were taken out of that house, I believe, that was supposedly missing one. Where they brought back, I don't know. They have lines on it. Yeah, they do. So either way, please look at my last few comments.
I just put the first one up.
I have a theory on the force behind the skull fracture. Rifle with K-bar bayonet is powerful force for hand combat. Sure. It sure is. Good point, Satire. Very good point. Very, very interesting point. And that could be. There's a lot of options here with this and a lot of angles that we could look at for something like that would make sense. It's like a pipe. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, Kim.
Those asps ain't no joke. Those will hurt. They'll tear you up. A blackjack can do that too. That's a handheld device that would destroy somebody's face, period. The inside of it's made out of lead. Yeah, Siggy, good to see you. Satire, that would be military. Good point. Right. There's a lot of things that could make sense here, guys. No. Those were not Showalter's clubs here. No, there was Xana had a set, Ethan had a set, and I believe there was another set in one of the rooms. One set was in Ethan's vehicle, I think, and one set was in Xana's bedroom. One set was in the spare room.
Yep.
My ex carries. Oh yeah, I have a mag light in my vehicle as well. I used it for the fire department, but it's also there for another reason because it can do some damage. No lie. Yeah, the defense had Ethan's golf clubs, like Jen said, guys, just so you know. Let's see here. Sorry. You know the hard knuckled tactical gloves they sell? Those? Yes, they have. Actually, I had a pair. This is the only reason why I know. They have their gloves, okay, and they're leather bound. And inside the knuckles, there is lead shoved in there's like pads and there's like lead inside those pads. And they will cause some serious damage, folks. That's no lie. So that's a good call too, False Star. Mittens for Kittens, good to see ya. Were there no cameras along? What just happened? Were there any of the routes that Brian would have taken to Wawa Park? I honestly don't know. If Twiz is in here, he drove that route.
But isn't the internet pretty sketchy in most of the area that he drove, and that was part of the issue?
Yeah. Yes, that is true. Yeah, he's right. Those biker gloves have done wonders. No lie, bro. Are you still here, Twiz? For what it's worth, a golf club shaft is about equal to the strength of a metal broom handle. Right. Well, I think it's a little stronger than, well, depending on the broom handle you have, Mike. I think that you can't, it's a little bit stronger, I think. Modern flashlights have big heat sinks, could cause, yeah. Good point too, Brian. Good point. Cynthia's in the house. Good to see you, Cynthia. I used an iron skillet after my ex thought it was okay to beat the shit out of me. He didn't come back.
What are you doing?
I don't think I'd come back either, Cynthia. An iron skillet will put somebody to sleep forever.
Especially, yeah, them cast iron, yeah.
And maybe he should have kept his hands to himself, Cynthia. Otherwise, that wouldn't have happened. I don't blame you. Good for you.
Hi, CG.
Let's see here. And welcome, Cynthia. Jippa said Gilbertson refuted that gloves were not an option as the blunt force weapon. Okay. Well, Sean Teo 7, welcome to you. Good to see you. You can get a lot of force through a golf club. I agree. Yeah. And imagine the swing, the backswing, the force that's going to come off the end of a golf club. Okay. It's not a joke. I agree with you on that too, 1-1. I don't trust a damn word they've said. That's facts. Right. Welcome, Satire. Congrats. Welcome to the sauce. Welcome to the family. We appreciate that.
Yeah, MPD needs to be investigated.
You are.
And no wonder half of them quit.
They ran while they could run before they were implicated in any of this shit, I think. That's my opinion. I mean, if you were in the middle of a situation and you know there's criminal activity going on within the situation, you're either going to stay there like a jackass and stay involved in it, or you're going to get the hell out of Dodge as fast as you can before you're implicated. And if you're not there, then they can't implicate you. I mean, they can, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Away from it while you can. And most of that department is gone. The people that were there, a lot of them are gone. So just saying. Heidi HC, welcome. Good to see you. Happy New Year's to you. Thank you. I appreciate you for being there and supporting the show.
Even the timing of Judge's retirement was questionable.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. And yes, Moonlit, you can. I know you're asking one, but I know the answer. You can order those online. I can order one right now. Some are better than others, but you can definitely order one. Yeah.
I often think that maybe the original narrative that was presented, some of them just didn't really like it and didn't want to have to take no part in it, and that's the reason why they both it.
It that could be too. Thank you, Mikey. Guys, thank you to anybody that chooses to support our channel via Venmo, PayPal, and/or Cash App. It's never, ever expected, guys. But this is what pays the bills every month, and this is what gets me coming back every month to you guys. It helps to pay for the expensive ass StreamYard, which is ridiculous now, and the crazy ass internet bill that I have. So, and all the other little things that add into it. So, thank you for those of you that choose to do it. We do appreciate it very much. Well, hers wasn't police issue, but she'd have police issue paper. Oh yeah, that's a little bit different. Police issued pepper spray is way different than the shit you get that hooks on your keychain. I can promise you that much. That stuff will melt your face. Period. Yep, right off Amazon too. 100%. That is no lie. I could go in and order all of that stuff right now. I have some things that police issued stuff that I've had that came from my biological father, passed away when I was 9, blah, blah, blah. Things were given to me, that kind of stuff. So I do have some of that kind of stuff. Do I have anything? I don't do anything with it. It just sits in a drawer in a box because it was his. That's all. I do have these, though. Don't ask me. They're just there. I don't do anything with them before you guys get weird. Christine Hurd, good to see you. Yeah, you're welcome to join us on Panel 1 always. That link is up there for anybody. And of all people, you're definitely welcome. Crud Dog, good to see you. What music, AI, or editing software studio do? It's called Suno. Thank you to Mama Bear. She's the one that introduced me to it. suno.com. They have a free version of it. You can get so much out of it per month. And I think the rest of it, the basics service is like $10 a month or something. They're not fuzzy. I promise you they're not fuzzy. They're real deal things. There's no fuzz. No fuzz. Before you guys get weird. I'm just saying, Lucy.
The fuzzy ones.
Miss Leah's in the house. Good to see you. I'm sorry. I have my ad thing set as low as it can be, but I have to run it. So my apologies.
If you use Chrome, there's an extension called Pi, and it is awesome at blocking ads.
There you go. I was waiting for you to say it. I knew you were going to.
It's awesome.
Yes. And how do you spell it there?
PIE.
If you have Google Chrome, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And also you can have YouTube Premium. That will eliminate those as well, guys. No, I get it, Faye. I do. I believe me, I do. Because I'm in other channels too, and it irritates me sometimes. D-Dog in the house. Good to see you. If I ever get to be I've heard once you get to a certain size channel that you'll get like offers to run commercials and stuff like that, then that eliminates the other commercials, I guess. So we'll see. Respectfully, if we are not in fear for our loved ones' lives, when are we going to start asking the hard questions? Or is that why this is still going on and Brian is still innocent in prison? That's a good question. I mean, I've always asked the hard questions. That's why I'm writing a letter to the Department of Justice to see if they're going to answer it. That's why Lee's doing what he's doing. That's why Lana's suing the city of Moscow. That's why Jules has been pushing things the way she has to try to get some answers. Those are the hard questions. Do they want to answer them? That's the different story, though. Yeah, I agree with that one too, bud. Post-mortem wounds make me question a forced pack of silence between the witnesses and perps. That's an interesting point, satire. Very interesting point. Wonderful to see you today, Miss Lee. I hope you're having a great last day of the year. What's the name for that expand? An ASP, Mike. ASP. I'm sure there's other names for it, but okay. Oh yeah, SRB. Can you drop the link for that petition again, guys? We're at 800 signatures almost. We got to get to 1,000, so hopefully we can do that, guys. Once we get that in there, guys, make sure you click on that link. If you have not yet signed the petition for Brian Koberger, please do. It's from change.org to make a change. You gonna say something here, Jimmy?
We can't speak for Brian Koberger and what he's thinking. We can't go there. But what we can do is hold our law enforcement across our country to stop railroading people like they have Brian Koberger. For sure.
Accountability.
Hold them accountable. And the way you do that is you take the plea deal and throw it out the damn door when there's a quadruple homicide, and you hold the state and the law enforcement to their investigation and the state to their case. Period. Make them. The burden is theirs to prove. And if he walks, he walks. If he gets life in prison or dies by a fire squad, that's up to the jury.
I'll be 100% honest with you. If this would have gone to trial, okay, I might be in it, and the outcome was that Brian was found guilty. I might complain about it a little bit, but I wouldn't be doing everything that I'm doing now because it went to trial. We had the option to see everything. That's a whole different scenario than where we're at right now. So,
yeah, I mean, it's like the ultimate game of poker. You know, it's just show me what's in your hand. I mean, if you're that 100% sure that your hand beats mine, then lay your cards out on the table.
Right.
That's all.
All right, 1 second, guys. I'm going to pull these documents up. Just bear with me.
And people, in my humble opinion, people that is in position like in law enforcement that has this much control don't need to be there at all. Period.
Sure. Very good point.
That's even for road cops that just think they're above the law and that badge just holds a lot more
right
weight than they can carry, so to speak.
Yep.
Some folks are just not meant for all that power.
Agreed. I do agree.
And it's a shame that other people have to go through what Brian Koberger is going through right now and sitting in jail for a crime they can't prove that he did.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's just crazy. This can happen to anybody.
That's why we're having this conversation for sure. For sure. All right, guys. Yesterday we left off. We were in the Maori document. We'll pick up where we left off as soon as I found it in here. Find it in here. I am the law. Yes, you are. Let's see. Let me scroll down.
Yeah, but nobody's God.
No.
And it's not our place to play God. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
I get what you're saying, Mama. I'm just wanting to nail that home because that's what power does to you. You start thinking that you're above God and everybody else. I mean, it's just you're not God, dude. Quit playing God.
That's right. That's
Who are
right.
you to freaking ruin people's lives, man?
Well, people only do stuff like that to protect themselves, it seems. And that's what I believe they're doing. That's what I said to Ohio, possibly, or Karen, I'm sorry, a rock from a weed eater lawnmower could be too. Very possibly, yes. But no, you're right. You don't have the right to do that. By no means. All right, guys, I'm scrolling back down to where.
It's just crazy to me. I mean, I just don't. I don't like getting in all the spiritual shit about it. I get it. A lot of people don't want to go there, but for me, I had that discernment. So it's like my neighbor. I don't tell you what you can and cannot believe, but if I was to, we're having a conversation and your knowledge is not up to my standard, and I have more of that to you, and it's very simple. I could tell within 5 minutes if you read or not. But you're going to sit there and you're going to say this, and that, and the other. But when I'm telling you, okay, I'm just going to be quiet.
You're fine, dude. You're fine.
I'm just going off on a tangent because it's crazy. Okay, so you're telling me that you're doing a study in the Bible. Okay, great. Awesome. That's great.
Right.
Okay. I don't go to church. Okay. I want to make that sure. I don't go to church. I do read. And I had that one-on-one fellowship, right? Spiritually speaking. But you can't sit there and tell me that you're doing study and then you don't know the word. That's all I'm saying. And then when I correct you, and then when somebody corrects you in the word, and you get all bent out of shape about it, don't be phony. Be real.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Don't play God.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
And it's okay to be ignorant. Everybody don't know every damn thing. I get it. But when somebody is trying to correct you, take that strike.
Yeah.
Get better. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good point.
Okay, Dago, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's all good, Jippa.
In my humble opinion, yes, we are living in the last days.
Yeah, I would say that as well. Things have gotten bad.
And yes, I firmly believe that we're in a spiritual warfare. And yes, I do believe Satan is in full control of our realm. Look at the world around you. It's plumb D evil. And what's going on around the world.
It has gotten to that point, that's for sure. That is for sure. That's awesome. Congrats, 1-1. Good for you, boss.
What? Okay, so here's the deal. This is where it's set off at. You look at the book of Job.
Where is he?
I made a statement that I'm in a season of Job. She tells me she's doing a study in Job. Okay, cool. So did you read in the first chapter where God himself sit there with his heavenly host and Satan walks in the room and he said, "Where hast thou been, O Satan?" He says he's walking to and fro from the earth. Did you look down on my servant Job? He's righteous. Yes, I did. But if you got your hedge around him, I can't do nothing to him. But if you lower his hedge, I promise you, he will deny you after I take everything from him. That was Satan asking permission from God to touch a servant. Satan can't touch nobody without God's permission. And God uses Satan as a bargaining chip to wake your ass up. You living wrong. You want to blame God, but you don't want to blame yourself. I'm preaching at somebody today. Come on now. But you want to talk about, you want to be in God's word. Okay. But if you don't know that much of a fundamental about what God was doing in Job, and you're going to tell me that this don't happen, and everything else around you is just going to hell, there's a reason for that, folks. Wake up. That's all I'm saying.
Right on. Got you, sir. Not, and again, not everybody follows religion like everybody else. Some people do, some people don't. So for those of you that don't, no offense, obviously, you know what I mean? We don't, that's why we don't get into much religion or politics in here. But I understand where you're at with what you're saying. I do follow religion to an extent, so on and so forth. But I get it. Fully, totally, 100%.
I can't correct nobody. This is you.
Well, and I don't listen when it comes to this here. I don't think it relates to it because I don't think the people that are doing what they're doing, Hemi, they don't care. You know what I mean? Sadly, they don't care. They pretend to be. Well, okay, for law enforcement, they pretend to be people that care about the community to protect and serve, but obviously they're not. They're protecting and serving themselves is what they're doing. So in my opinion, with what you're saying, it's sad enough. They don't care about that stuff. They don't look at that stuff. They don't lean into that stuff because obviously if they did, none of this would be going down the way it is. And it's not just here. It's worldwide. You know, it's a bad thing. So it's just, it is what it is. So to go in that direction with it, I agree with you. I feel you on that. I get it, but it doesn't, they don't care. They don't care about any of that kind of stuff, in my opinion. So
it's the basic fundamentals of what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Period.
Right, and it is what it is. And here's the thing, you guys. Something people need to understand. Something I've said this before. This isn't new. This corruption and the corruption that we see within Delphi and other things in life, it's not new. My parents have told me. My grandfather was the sheriff in a county in Virginia. Great-grandfather, I'm sorry. My grandmother's father. That's great. Yeah, great-grandfather. And he was a corrupted sheriff, okay? He was abusive to his wife. He did things you shouldn't do and was found dead. They had him on Unsolved Mysteries. And the thing was stated that he fell off because he was a drunk, too. He fell off the top bunk. He was laying in one of the jail bunks. He passed out, laid down, or whatever the hell it was, and fell off the bunk. When they found him, the entire side of his face was swelled out, bruised. He was dead. He had a brain hemorrhage. They put it on Unsolved Mysteries because nobody believed that's what ever happened to him. Truth come out down the road that the woman he was beating on day after day after day, my great-grandmother, she had 4 brothers that beat the fuck out of him. And that's what happened. They finally were sick of him beating on their sister. They beat the hell out of him and left him to die there. So that's the truth behind it. That's what happens in these situations is people get carried away in the power that they have. And this is opinion, by the way, from me. The power that they have, they get carried away with it. I'm telling you these stories there's a point, I promise. I'm not just rambling.
No, you good. You good, there you go.
The point behind it is, though, is when you, not everybody, when some people receive a limit, like a limited amount of power, or not limited, a specific amount of power. Sorry about that. They take it too far. Power versus the people. That is what we are up against day after day after day after day now. We've seen it happen. I've seen it happen to people that I know personally that have gone from being nothing, just a regular everyday person, to being in power and having so much power over a community because they become part of a government and it goes to their head. They take advantage of the situation and they destroy people's lives. And then when it comes back on them, they're like, what did I do? Well, you did it. Okay. There's where a lot of the problem lies, is that people cannot handle power. That's my point. Okay. And I think that's what a lot of this is in some senses. You become too powerful and you have too much control. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose sometimes because there's people that can handle it, people that can juggle the power and common sense and real life and say, I can do this. I'm going to use it the right way. I'm going to do the right thing. And they do it. But there's a lot of people that don't. And that's where this comes into play. And greed, power, greed, and money. These are the things that have destroyed us as a people. You put money in somebody's face, guess what? They'll do whatever you want for the most part. Not everybody, but a lot of people do it. So there it is. And that's why I've always said there's something within this case that they're protecting. Or they wouldn't go to this extent to cover this up. Okay? It's got to be something of some serious importance, or it wouldn't be happening. Whether it's a persons, or a situation that they're covering up, it's that serious that they're going through all of this. See, look, guys, I'm putting my own bear to sleep already with my rambling. Anyway, so moving on. I want to put that out there because that's how I see this, okay? You guys, I always tell you guys with every chance, whether you're watching me, Pop, Birdie, Outcast, Lucy, typically any of us, watch what we do. Fine, that's great. We appreciate it. Listen to us. Look into what we do, but please take everything we say. Make your own decisions. Make your own judgments. Don't do what we say and think that that's what you have to do. Make it your own. That's all I say. What's the matter, Lucy? Are you tired of hearing me ramble?
Just saying, moving on.
Moving on. So, where we left off yesterday, roughly. Hold on. Cell phone warrant returns. We were into all that. I think you guys had said that you wanted me to move on through this stuff yesterday. We ended up looking for that stupid body cam that I could not find still. The tower dump. 11 on November 26th, I was requested and was granted an amended T-Mobile tower dump data warrant to include devices within a 2-mile radius. In the original warrant included only 0.5 miles, which is a half a mile. So yeah, this is more about the phone tower dumps and stuff like that. I know people were saying in chat they want me to move forward. Silent G, good to see you.
Oh, this was after I left.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the kind of channel to be discussing stuff like that. But sometimes, though, I have a gumption to speak like that. Just know that I'm not throwing daggers at nobody. I'm just saying my piece. That's all.
And believe me, I'd have told you to shut it down if it bothered me. So don't worry about it. You're part of the family and the community in here too, and you have the right to voice an opinion. Nobody seemed offended. You did it with respect. It is what it is. Okay, so this here, on November 13th, I was directed to interview potential witnesses in regard to the incidents at 1122. During this process, I was tasked with extracting data from the following phones. Dylan's, Bethany's, Jack DeCour's, Emily Allant, and Maisie Chapin's. I think that's interesting. I received signed consent forms from Mortensen, DeCour, Allant, and Chapin. I informed Corporal Brett Payne that Funk provided verbal consent for her phone to be extracted. I was going to say, okay, the phones were extracted using following forensic software, from the Celebrate stuff, blah, blah, blah. Magnet, Axiom version, blah, blah. Upon completion of the extractions, the phones were returned to their owner as promptly as possible. The data extracted was saved to a computer located in Moscow PD. Forensic examination of the phones will be completed once again at his earliest convenience. Yeah, what about Hunter's phone? I see other people saw that as well. I mean, I wonder if there's a reason why that was not on this list. Ms. Boone joining us, my number one fan. Hope you're doing well, Miss Boone. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I wonder why they didn't have Hunter's phone in there. Why they didn't have Hunter Johnson's phone in there.
Well, there's a lot of them that why they didn't have their phones in there.
Right. That's a good point. Well, I meant strictly within this group right here.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of them that I would think would be in there.
You would, yeah, I agree. Hunter said his phone was broken, and they just took that as okay. Really? See? Yeah, gotta love it, don't you guys? Okay, so it says on the 18th, he applied for, was granted warrants for the iCloud accounts with the following identifiers. And these are the 3185-1671 numbers. And there's, Jesus Christ, they even left the IMEI numbers in here. This is nuts. Dylan Mortensen, that was her cloud. On the 19th, I applied for, was granted warrant for the iCloud account with the following identifiers. Decor's Yahoo account. What's the matter?
I hope these people don't use these emails and stuff anymore.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? If
I would assume their phone numbers they got changed or whatever.
Well, yeah, the deceased, obviously, I'm sure, but I would hope so too. Because
that's one of the reasons why they pulled it all down last night, so they can redact all the emails and phone numbers and stuff.
Makes you wonder who. I wonder if you guys. I've wondered last night. I was thinking about this. Not everybody is on the same page on this case. Even people involved in law enforcement, right? Makes you wonder, did somebody do that on purpose? You think it was a mistake? It was, or could somebody that was doing this have just said, you know what? Fuck them. I'm going to put it all out and give it out.
There you go.
And then be like, oops, I'm so sorry. I thought it was redacted.
Yep.
I mean, we've seen that before, hadn't we? I mean, we have leaks going out to the mainstream media from the prosecutor's office, turns out.
Well, that's a little different, but yeah. But can you imagine if somebody was just like fed up and shitty with this whole thing? Maybe somebody knows the truth and they were like, you know what? Watch this.
Yeah. We need to, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but we need to be careful because there are some documents that have social security numbers.
Well, and see, I was thinking about that. I'm going to try to avoid showing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. That's ignorant. Like, that shouldn't have been done. That's one thing I've said. I never wanted to. I don't care about people's addresses, birth dates, phone numbers, truthfully, unless it relates to the case, are definitely not social security numbers and stuff like that. Yeah, and Lucy's right, though. There's really no reason at this point to redact things, but we never should have, like, social security numbers and stuff, guys. Ever.
Right, or addresses.
No, because that's dangerous in that aspect. That part, I get. You know, there's people out there that may hate Jack Decor, think that Jack Decor did something. He may have, but we don't know that at this point. And if he didn't, you got people maybe showing up at his house, at his address, calling his phone, using his social security number to cause some damage in some senses. That is the kind of shit that shouldn't be happening, is all I'm saying. So, moving forward. iCloud accounts associated with Jack D at yahoo.com, Beth NEFC at yahoo.com were available to download. I downloaded the links to the files, began downloading the files at the forensic computers located in the secure forensic computer lab at Moscow Police Department. On the 22nd, I received an email from Apple stating the data for the iCloud account associated with the... Okay, sorry about that. Located in a secure forensic computer lab at Moscow PD on my birthday of 22 that year, November 23rd. I received email stating the data for the iCloud accounts associated with Xana, Maddie, were available to download. I downloaded the links to the files and began downloading the files to the forensic computers located in a secure forensic computer lab at the Moscow PD. Okay, hold on here. All right. And that's that. Truly, I wanted to get into some of the evidential stuff. What I wanted to. So on the 29th, I applied for, was granted a warrant for any data associated with Kaylee Goncalves' Tinder accounts using the following identifiers. Blah 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 blah. We don't need that stuff. On the 29th, at approximately 1709, warrant was served. Okay. On December 2nd, received email from Norma Rivera, SR Paralegal and Director of Legal Department for Match Group, parent company for Tinder. I was directed to use law enforcement portal, blah, 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 matchgroup.com, resubmit the warrant. The 4th, I registered for access to the portal and received an email stating I was approved to use the portal and served the warrant. I logged into the alert portal and submitted the warrant again per Rivera's request. So this is all about Tinder. Yeah, nothing new or important and that I would care to look at unless there's a name in there that could show us something. Holy shit. 1 second. Maz is in the house. Good to see you. Excuse me. Wade Bird, good to see you, dear. In all of this, was there data we were waiting on from Balance? I have to look. I'm not sure, dear. Not sure. It's a good question, though. Maori is just all warrants. Yeah, that's what I thought. Some of this stuff has been interesting, though. I'll say that much. Well, here's SA Balance with FBI assisted in the production and service of the warrants. It says I applied, was granted geofence warrant for any data associated with anonymized information located within the following lat long points. So this is all surrounding this area here. Okay. Hold on. I can agree with that one, Witchy, because there were people that were doxxed. That's no lie. Thank you very much, Witchy, for that. That is numbers. Oh, it's almost. I don't know which number that was on the goal, but thank you, Witchy. Very much appreciated here. God bless. The goal's about to end. I'll have to put another one up. And Michelle F, I think, just dropped a membership. That went to Jeremy Pearson. Congrats, Jeremy. Welcome to the sauce. We got 3 new meatballs jumping in today.
And that was 9 of 10.
9 of 10. Oh, shit. We need one more in 3 minutes. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Oh, and Miss Cat did it. There it is. Thank you, Miss Cat. God bless. 10 out of 10. And you guys should be getting your firework thing going on in the chat there. Congrats, all of you guys. Thank you so very much. You guys are amazing. I love you guys to death. God bless. There's your confetti. Hell yeah. Thank you, Kat. God bless, son. And thank you all for helping with that. You guys are amazing. There's SRB's confetti. She loves it. She does. She's like, I just want to see confetti. All right. Moving back. Here, hold on. Yes, thank you guys so very much. We love you guys and appreciate it so very much. So Nick Balance, there's an answer to somebody about Balance. And this is pretty much what he was involved in, guys. Okay. Received notice the data requested pursuant to the warrant was available. Data files were downloaded to the forensic computer department located in the forensic computer lab at Moscow. Based on information received and in correlation with cell tower records previously reviewed, to the anonymous identifiers were found to be of interest, and these identifiers were that.
Miss Boone, why hello.
Did you just now saw her?
Yeah.
Booney's been here for a minute. She said hi to you a long time ago.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Boney, that's my number one fan, guys. She proclaimed that 3 years ago now. It's wonderful to see you, Boone. I'm glad you're here. Wish we had a lawyer to assist with filings. We kind of do, but kind of don't. Oh, yeah. Did you see that giant poll at the end of the live there, SRB? SRB likes her polls. I hope you were okay with that one. 30 minutes to 2026 over in the UK.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, normally every year I always put an Eagles concert on. They have a New Year's concert, and I always play that concert every year.
Well, that's cool.
I might do that later on.
I don't know.
An hour long or something.
My kids got me a game this year. It's a crime game. Imagine that. It's actually pretty cool. And you have to solve. It comes with like photographs, evidence, a locked box, all this other stuff, and you have to solve the crime. And it's an actual game that people can play. I can't remember the name of it, but it's very popular. But they got me that for Christmas. So I think we might play that. Start that at least. It takes some time. And use like
I remember a game I used to play back when I went to school. I think in high school. And teacher, I don't remember the name, but it was a you play it on the VCR and it comes on the TV, and it's a board game.
Clue.
And you keep playing until with the video playing until it tells you or gives you a direction. It'll say stop, and then it'll give you some kind of direction, and then keep playing. And it keeps on going. It's a pretty fun game. I can't remember the name of it though.
There was one back. I know the board game Clue came out with a version that you can play like that too.
What was the game you got? I got distracted.
Me? Hold on. I'll grab it real fast. Ouch.
Oh, Lord. Get rid of that file cabinet.
Yeah, I used to have fun playing that game all the time when we was in school. But it's been so long ago, I can't remember the name of it.
I can't get rid of the filing cabinet because at some point I'm hoping that I'll get this printer I need so I can print out all these files and file them.
Exactly, SRB. File cabinet 500, Dago 0. Oh, Hunter Killer. Yes.
Yeah.
You'll have to let me know how it is, if it's worth the money or not.
I will. I don't know. Like I said, the kids, they picked it up for me. This one is Murder at the Motel. There's different variations of it, I guess. So anyway, I want to play the game Get Pain and get. Yeah, me too. I want to be on your team. 1-1. Mm-hmm. There is a new version of Clue that you can play on a computer, I guess, like with multiple people. So I don't know. Okay. Warrants. Again, this is all warrants, guys. I requested granted warrants for the metadata. Parent company for Facebook, Instagram, the accounts associated with Bethany, Dylan, Ethan, Maddie, and Xana. And on the 21st, I logged in the Meta Law Enforcement portal located at blah, 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 blah. Served the warrant, so on and so forth. Okay, so during that service of the warrant, I found I was not able to add the phone number blah, 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 as the identifier for Jack DeCore's account. This information was not entered into the portal. Okay. On the 30th, Meta sent emails stating the files were ready to download. On the 30th, I logged in portal, downloaded files provided, and of course, logged them in to be examined at the earliest convenience, as he says for everything. I'm telling you guys, I have questions about how much of this stuff was not looked into. I have an opinion. I feel like there was a lot of it that probably wasn't looked into, you guys.
It was poorly investigated.
Sorry.
Guys, it's poorly investigated. I mean, it is what it is.
There was no investigation, which is why I wonder how much of this was ignored, walked around. We know that for a fact they didn't enter blood DNA into the system. So if they're going to go that far, why wouldn't they just ignore some of this other shit? You know what I mean?
I think it's just a whole lot of covering. Something will come up and they want to cover it up. You know,
Right.
it's like, well, we can't put his vehicle in there, but we could put our undercover car in there and have him patrol the area. No, we can't have that. Let's take that out of there.
Right.
It's just it's a lot of stuff. A lot
Right.
of
Right. Yeah, I agree, my friend. Mama Bear, do you feel like reading for a minute? Just maybe
Sure.
one. All right, hold on. Can you see it okay, or do you need to make it bigger?
No, that's good. Am I starting at the top at the
Sure.
15th?
Sure thing.
All right. On November 15th, 2022, I contacted Detective David Taylor of the Coeur d'Alene Police Department with a request for an agency assist. I requested assistance unlocking the cell phones of Kaylee Goncalves, Maddie Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, the victims in this case. I emailed Detective Taylor a copy of the signed warrant describing the phones as being searchable. On November 16th, 2022, the phones were transported to the CDA Police Department for a forensic brute force attempt to unlock them. However, Detective Taylor stated he was not able to extract any information from the locked phones, and the phones were not supported for the brute force PIN code extraction. The phones were then returned to the Moscow Police Department on November 17th, 2022. I then asked for assistance from Captain Tyson Barrett in attempting to gain PIN codes from family members to access the data on the devices. I was provided PIN codes for Mogan, Kernodle, and Chapin, which successfully unlocked the devices. The PIN codes provided for Goncalves' phone did not unlock the device. And SRB's thingies in the way I can't read anymore.
I know Dago's got a habit of doing that.
Sorry about that.
I guess I could have moved it myself, duh.
I
Anyway,
was gonna say that, but I wasn't. No, not
I
gonna do
wasn't
that.
thinking. On the 3 devices I was able to unlock, I performed advanced logical extractions on the devices at the Moscow Police Department. A report for each device will be completed separately. On November 20th, 2022, I again requested the assistance of Detective Taylor in gaining a full file system extraction on the 3 unlocked devices. The phones were delivered to CDA Police Department on November 21st, 2022. And you have to move it up some more. That I can't do.
Where are you
Go
at?
back, go back up a little bit. Right, stay right there. I think. A report for each device will be completed separately. The phones were delivered. Okay. On November 22nd, 2022, Detective Taylor stated he would not be able to complete the extractions. On November 23rd, 2022, I went to the CDA Police Department and picked up the phones. I then took them to the Post Falls Police Department and spoke with Detective Neil Uhrig. Detective Uhrig informed me that his forensic tools would not support a full file system extraction. On November 25th, 2022, I went to the Walla Walla Police Department and spoke with Detective Chris Ruckert. Detective Ruckert stated her forensic tools would be able to support full file system extractions on the unlocked devices and would be able to complete limited extraction on Goncalves' locked phone. I left the phones with Detective Ruckert to be extracted. On November 28th, 2022, Detective Ruckert informed me the phone extractions were complete and ready to be picked up. On November 29th, 2022, Detective Justin Dean picked up the phones and returned them to the Moscow Police Department. I received the 4 devices and placed them in the secure computer forensic lab. The extracted data was copied to the forensic computers and verified by hash values. An examination of the data will be completed at my earliest convenience.
Surprise, surprise, surprise
They
again.
must have all been iPhones because iPhones
Looks
are
like it.
impossible to break into.
Right. Congrats, Sky Blue Eyes. Welcome to the sauce. Appreciate you joining us. Welcome to the family. Okay, so December 21st, 22, applied for the warrant for any data associated with Kaylee and Colvez Yahoo account following my identifiers, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the warrant was served, blah, blah, blah. I completed the warrant. I'm going to kind of scan through this, guys, because this will take forever. And it's stuff that's not going to make a difference. If I see something that is important that we should be seeing, of course, I'm going to bring it to you. But this is just, until I read through these myself, there's nothing of like any seriousness in any of these that I've seen. This again is another warrant for Kaylee's Tinder account using the following identifiers. Blah blah blah. Okay, warrant served. Email Tinder stating data requested pursuant to warrant. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's nothing there. Tinder warrant again. In fact, what the hell was that?
That was me saying.
Oh, okay. I should just do that. That's what I wanted to look at, Den, was the forensic drop, because that's kind of more important.
Yeah, let's just go there.
Okay, where are we at with, where is that? And hold on. That's what I want to do anyways. I want to hit that forensic thing the most importantly. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, hold on. Let me go back into these docs here and find it. And thank you to you guys can thank the moderators, SRB, whoever did it. But when those documents were dropped, they went in and uploaded them into the system. We have them in our files. Otherwise, we wouldn't have them. So you can thank them, guys, because as I truly do. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to do this without them. They grabbed them immediately, uploaded them, and we have them saved in here. So
it's a good thing they did.
And Tom
that was crazy.
They even took the last two that they left there.
Did they finally take those two?
Those were gone too. And then Tomboy went behind that as well and actually put them onto a thumb drive too, just in case they pulled the rest of them. So, or pulled them somehow that we couldn't do it. But yeah. Very grateful. Yes, thank you, Amanda, as well, for doing what you did too with getting them. Amanda did it. Okay, thank you then, Amanda. God bless. Such an angel. I appreciate her so very much, guys. She's a mod over at the Den over there with DA. So thank you, Amanda. We really appreciate you very much.
What's that trial for the sheriff and the judge started in March?
I'm sorry, bro.
I said, does that trial start in March for the sheriff that shot the judge?
Not 100%. I'm supposed to, I think. I think it is. Yeah, there's multiple people across the platform that will do stuff like that. They grab them all the time, but I'm just grateful that we have them, because we could have been sitting here today. Everybody else is looking at these documents and we wouldn't have had them. You know what I mean? That's the thing. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much, Amanda, and everybody that does do stuff like that. You guys are all so very much appreciated. That's a fact. All right, there we go. Yeah, they were gone last night. We only had them for a couple hours last night, and they took them back.
Yeah, because you were doing your live, and Kim was like,
She was in the middle of looking at them, and they were disappearing.
Yeah, and I went and looked, and I was like, they were gone.
That's what I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh.
Right, Murky. That's what I'm trying to do. Is I don't want to be putting out people's social security numbers and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to hide it. And SRE just dropped a link, guys, for the Google Drive so that you guys can get those for yourselves if you want them. We try to share with what we can. Nothing is being held back. That's what it's all about. Is everybody has the ability to get to this stuff, to see it all for yourself. There's no reason to hide it. No reason to try to be greedy about it. None of that stuff. Anybody that's doing that, shame on them. Jules is getting all this information she's gotten. She opened it up to everybody to be able to grab. We all do that because that's how it should be. You shouldn't be holding on to this and trying to bury things and hide things just for yourself. Yeah, they're all on this link right here, she said. So thank you again, SRB. And there you go, guys. All right. Let me jump back here, grab these again. And anybody that's in the Discord, if you're part of our Discord, you can go over to underneath where it says Dago's Den, the members chat. If you drop down below that, there's True Crime General, True Crime Docs, Idaho 4 General, Idaho 4 Documents, Idaho Pics and Images, Delphi Murder. There's all sorts of stuff in there.
Idaho, Idaho.
Idaho's, right. You can go into any of those and find whatever you want in there. You're more than welcome to use that at any time. Oh, here we go. Good stuff. So this one is the stipulation for restitution. I'm trying to figure out which one is the forensic. Hold on. Oh, and one of our crew picked up the Patterson book. That's awesome. Can't wait to hear how that sounds. What's the matter, Bear?
Senor said, have some self-respect. You're not a hoe, Dago.
I guess it depends on who you ask.
That's true.
Okay, so we have the forensic biology report for Wilt, forensic field services report for Youngling. We have the forensic print examination report for Martin. The state's exhibit 7B rebuttal from Gillerson. The state's exhibit S8 rebuttal from Hilly. That's Pop calls him. Exhibit S15B Ayers. Nord, Walthall. Exhibits state's proposed jury questionnaire. No. Supplementary report for Maori. No. State's response. So which one do you guys want me to pull first? Probably, what is it? The forensic biology report, or the field services one, or the print examination? Probably the forensic biology report we'll go with first. Any answers in there? I can't see it, Bear.
Not really.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the biology report, guys. That's the one I'm personally very interested in. Let me blow that up right there. All right, and again, Dustin Blaker. This is the lead detective on the case right here, Dustin Blaker. All right, so we got the evidence description listed as the K-bar knife sheath, front strap, swab of the edges of the handle portion, swab of the edges. And that's where the actual DNA supposedly comes from, is off that strap, not the snap. It says the results from the presumptive chemical test performed on item 1 indicated presence of blood, of course. Strap, not snap. Right. Trace evidence collected from item 1, but not examined at this time. Surprise. Known reference samples from Maddie Mogan, Xana Kernodle, Ethan, and Kaylee are required for DNA comparison, of course. So items 1.1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 1, 4 were forwarded for DNA analysis. Will follow in separate report. Item 1 was left in custody of the forensic scientist, Tina Walthall. Pending latent fingerprint processing, the empty packaging for items 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4 have been returned to the main lab. Evidence vault pending DNA analysis. What are you going to the corner for there, Meg? You're fine. Bend and strap. Oh, shame on you. Meg's dirty today, Mama. She's being dirty. Meg is being dirty. Must be in a fight.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah? Okay. What are you laughing at?
Meg, because I put, did someone say bend and snap? And she been strapped. I'm still giggling. Sorry.
That's better than talking about the other day when we were talking when Mikey said he wanted to put his thingy on my thingy and see if we could figure out how to work that. Yeah,
Let's keep your thingies to each other.
that was a good one too. That worked out very well. Didn't Lana have a document that proved they knew about B? She did. To some extent, yes. I still think that they knew about Brian on the 25th. Stop touching thingies. Nobody's touching no thingies.
Nope.
Yeah, it was late, all right. Okay, so now, and this is so crazy to see this now, you guys. Yes, Christine, only on this channel. Never fails. Never fails.
Yes, Senor L. Woods would have won this case.
Yeah. Agreed. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do. So, looking at this now as we saw it before and seeing Jack Decor's name there just really was pretty wild to me. Truly was. And there's so many other names now too that have been exposed that I'm very like, who the hell is that? Connor Chestnut for one. Why was that name not brought to the table way earlier than it was? That's somebody I want to talk about big time. But anyway, moving on. So this just shows the item description again, evidence description. The item number 3, submitted swab from the F2 bedroom floor. Sorry guys, the swab and debris. We went through all this once before. The fingernail clippings, but now we have Jack Decor's name added to this. You gotta love it. Results from presumptive chemical tests for the presence of blood were negative on the debris from item 4. HAPPY Losing my mind today, you guys.
Today?
Well, in general. I'm trying to find. Okay.
You can find Kaylee's text messages or something like that. That'd be lovely.
We ain't gonna find that. They're not gonna give that to us. Ever.
Might prove guilt. There you go. That's a baby boy. Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
I get stepped down here, Dago. I gotta get this kitchen cleaned up.
Have a great one, sir.
Have a good night, hon.
All right, y'all. Be good.
Bye-bye.
Lucy said C. Chestnut was named in the state's exhibit list, the same exhibit list that has XKMM AT&T timing advance going back to 23 of June of 2022.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Chestnut there, Miss Luce? I don't know if you guys were hearing what was going on over there when Bob was talking about how they had what seemed to be a secondary investigation opened up that had Showalter's name in it. Did you guys see that? Welcome, Deborah. Good to see you, dear. Anyone that dig any research into the previously released ISP and MPD docs would know that a 9-digit zip code is searchable to locate the exact address. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Most of these names are not new to... No, right. Welcome, Deidre. Yeah, he wasn't Chestnut was not a very popular name throughout the case, but it was brought up. Okay, so these are just showing the nail swabbings. are talking about that testing. 2 nails broke during swabbing, some stains remaining for Kaylee. What do you guys want me to break down in here specifically? It wasn't a name I paid. Right. Nobody did SRB. Nobody really, because they didn't make a big deal about it. You know what I mean? Welcome, Stitches. Good to see you. I'm trying, Siggy. I always usually do. Senor said he heard that Connor was cleared because he was not even going to finish that. You're an ass. That was good, bro. That was good. I almost read the whole thing. You almost got me there. Yeah, it's a lot of people have only recently. I remember hearing about it years ago, but it was never really brought out as a big deal. Some say Connor's whipped from most non-public database. Oh, really?
It's supposed to be white for most.
White. She don't know shit. She's a liar. Yes, you know we don't read docs, right? We do read them, but we don't. We read through the important ones. CT's in the house. Good to see you. All right, let me see what else we got in here of interest. Hold on here. Obviously, there was blood on all of the nail clippings. As we see, whipped. Wiped is WIPED, Miss Lucy. Ain't nobody whipping nothing in here. So these are, let's see, back up real quick. I'm sorry.
No, Caden.
Does anybody want a 19-year-old kid?
No, I have a 17-year-old and 2 16-year-olds now, so no.
I can give them to you very cheap.
Hi, Joey.
What's up, Joey? Good to see you, bud. Which one is Connor? Oh my God, Fizz. Whippity doo dah, zippity yay.
You're just not with it today.
I'm burnt out. I'm just trying to. Here we go. That's what I was looking at. The number, item number 6. Yes, for those of you that didn't see this, these are the nail clippings from the victims. And every one of them has something on them, okay? Whether it be their own or somebody else's, that's the thing. Yes, Jack. Jack was doing some form of therapy, Denise. Come to find out, as for those of you that didn't know this, if you're looking through this stuff, Jack Decor was suspect number 1, okay? Suspect number 1 he was. They never told us that, though.
But I would think he would be being.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that makes total sense to me.
It absolutely, being the ex-boyfriend, yes, that should have been the person that was number 1. And everybody stated that he was not even, he was cleared. But now it doesn't look that way. I'll just say that much. I agree with JJ's point on Jack being on Mads. I mean, he could have been, yeah. That's why he had the flat effect, possibly. Possibly, yes. I don't think that would work out well, Molly. At all. There'd be no discipline whatsoever. The kid's got a crush on you, so that wouldn't work out.
No, but she'd get some.
He'd get a lot of attention. That's for damn sure.
She'd be like, "Can you get this for me? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?" And
right. Nitka Ditka, thank you. It was great to see you there. Ashley saying Jack D knew what happened, but I don't know if he was involved in the murders. Well, that's a conversation piece right there, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a conversation piece. I don't know. We should talk about that, I think. Jack D involved with Jack Showalter. Well, I made a statement last night on DA's panel, you guys, about that. Since we're talking about it, again, these are all real quick. These are all the nail clippings from the victims. Like I said, every one of these has something on them. Did they clip Jack's nails too? You gotta wonder. Okay, I would hope they would. Just saying. Item 23. These are this tells you, and again, we went through all this the first time when we went through this. All of this stuff is still here. Everything that is new, like I said, mainly is right here. Jack's name. That was not on the last document. Well, it was, but it was blacked out. He was driving their white Elantra, and that's I don't know. According to that night, Jack was dropped off with his roommates by Peyton Rossi. And here's part of what my statement was last night. If you guys noticed, thank you, Tomboy, the way Jack's the way he was acting that day, okay? He moped his way walking up the hill. Oh, wait a minute. Item 98 is Dylan, and no one thinks it's odd that Dylan and Brian, BK, Prince being ran the same day against L5 and L6. That's... no, I'm not yelling, Meg. If I'm talking loud, I'm sorry. Why? I mean, I guess that's interesting, but what do you think it is, Lucy? What do you think it means? Sorry, guys, I'm stuffed up tonight, so maybe that's why I'm talking loud. Well, Jack was excluded in the beginning. They never printed him, or they reprinted him in May of this year. I think that's interesting. Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so I'm sorry. So what I was saying was, let's talk about this for a minute. Like I said, let me move this for a second. We all watched Jack walk up to the scene on the body cam. He just kind of was taking his good old time. There was no rush, no hurry, no nothing. Walks up. Dylan immediately runs up to him and does that whole theatrical, dramatic piece that she did. Hands up and down in the air, this, that, blah, blah. And he doesn't react. He just kind of stands there. Then he goes. He tries to talk to a couple officers. They kind of blow him off, and then they set him in the police car. And he's completely distanced from everybody else at the scene.
And I want to make sure everybody understands too, because I talked to somebody. I don't know if it was busy or anyway. Jack didn't go in. He didn't willingly go into the police car. I just want to make sure everybody understands that. The officer placed him in the police car. Some people think he willingly went into the police car, but the officer put him in the police car. That's all.
And that was after they exchanged information. The police officer asked him who he was, and then that's when that happened. Yeah.
I thought it was you, Fizzy.
But I think I remember hearing on the body cam, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's okay. I just misheard it. I swear they gave him the choice at first. Do you want to get in here and sit, or do you want to go do something else? It was Officer Nunez.
I swear he said, have a seat and we'll figure this out, and shut the door. But.
Okay. Well, see. But here's my thing with this. So Fizzy's saying it wasn't a choice.
Yeah.
See, I swear, was it Snyder's body cam?
I don't remember whose body cam it was.
I
can't
thought
keep
they,
them
I
straight.
thought they gave him the choice. Like, do you want to get in, sit down, or do you want to something else? I thought that's what I thought I heard.
Busy said asked him nicely, but didn't give him an option.
See, I
I
have
don't like.
people saying different things, but that's okay. That's why we do this. That's what I thought too, was to stay warm. That's how I took it at first, but that's okay. I thought everyone said KG was a door locker. KG. He gave him a choice. See, I heard it that way too. Was it to keep him from talking to others? Well, it seems almost as though he kind of distanced himself from the other people. And I said last night on DA's panel, I said, do you guys wonder, in a speculative theory world, okay, if he did it on purpose? Okay, if Decor was, okay, let's look at it this way. What if Jack was involved in the situation? Not saying he is. I don't really believe he is. I never have. But I've always looked at him funny. I told you guys that. He also tells Jack it's to keep him separated. So I didn't hear that either. Okay. But anyway, if he was, and you show up at the scene where all these people are here, and maybe there's a group of people that know there's involvement with you. And involvement, I don't think Jack physically did this. I never will believe that. I don't think he could. I think Ethan would have beat the hell out of him. Okay. Jack's not a big guy. He's skinny, lanky. Ethan was a monster. Ethan probably would have beat the shit out of him, and that would be the end of it. But he's in a fraternity. He has friends. He may know other people. We don't know. Okay. Jack and Kaylee were at the bar that night. And Kaylee, I feel like something, let me say this. I feel like something went down at the corner club that night while they were all in there together. There may have been a conversation. There may have been something. Maddie seemed like she was kind of getting in people's faces, saying things, doing this, doing that. This is her best friend. I know how women are. They stick up for their friends. They have their girlfriends' backs, period. Okay. He asked if he wanted to sit where it was warm. Gundy said on Smith's cam he wasn't detained. Nunez forgot he was in the back. That's what I thought too, Senor. That's how I took it. So thank you, brother. So, and again, this is purely speculative, folks. So again, we saw a still photograph of them standing in there talking to Decor. He's in the bar. He seems to have the entire report, every statement Jack gave about this. He kind of minimizes everything he did there that night. If you guys remember this, okay? He only talked to her for a matter of a few seconds. That's how he put it. Same thing with Showalter. I don't know who Kylie is, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Thank you so much, Michelle. That's number one on the new goal. Thank you so much. God bless. Very much appreciated. Very sweet, very generous. Thank you. So, but they were in the bar that night. Kaylee ended up with his vape pen, if I'm correct, right? Well, you're not going to have a minimal 5-second conversation with somebody. Thank you very much, Busy. I'll pull it up. You're not going to have a minimal 5-second conversation with somebody, stand there for as long as they were around him, and then at the same time end up with the man's vape pen and not, I don't know. I guess it could happen, but it just seems very odd. I think he's purposely minimized things for whatever reason. I don't know. Just the same way Jack Showalter did. Said he didn't even know Kaylee, but he spent like 2 hours in that bar talking to her almost all night. It's just odd to me. Very odd to me. So, and this is, again, all purely speculation. If we know Jack was struggling, this is what we talked about on DA's last night. We know Jack was struggling with this situation with Kaylee. He was seeking counseling. People were stating that he was having a hard time. Joe, State of the Deep, brought up last night that he may have been on antidepressants or something like that to help deal with the situation. Joe used a different name, but you guys know what I meant. That's why I used that statement, antidepressants. Sweet Irish girl, welcome. Good to see you. Jack was friends with a lot of people, okay? Especially his frat brothers and people that he lived with. Adam and the other guys there. they knew a lot of people. He knew a lot of people. He wouldn't have to do something if he was involved. It could have been brought to his attention, or you know, I feel like that. I can't remember who said it last night on panel over at DA's that there could have been a verbal confrontation in the bar where Kaylee made it very well known, I'm done with him. I'm moving on. I'm moving to Texas. You know, I'm moving in with this guy in Texas. I got a great job. I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm out of here. I'm done with this situation. In the bar in front of other people, that's kind of humiliating if you guys think about that. That's going to make somebody look bad. Jack was in this relationship with her for 5+ years. You know, we don't know who Jack Decor is as a person, but just saying, real quick, Scottish lady, cat lady, thank you so much for that. Appreciate that super sticker so much. Very generous of you, and God bless. But anyway, and in my opinion, I don't know what guys are like now at that age, but I mean, I could see that being embarrassing, humiliating in front of all the people that you go to school with, hang out with in this bar. And we don't know what went down for sure, but it looks like at some point Kaylee drug Maddie out of there. What was she saying to people? Was she talking to Decor? Was she saying, you know, my girl's done with you? She's moving on. She's moving on to something bigger and better, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just making this up, but, and Kaylee's like, oh my God, Maddie, stop. That's enough. Let's go. And dragging her out of the bar, you know, and then she had a conversation. Maddie had a conversation with Adam. Maddie, what did you say to him? I told him everything. I told him it all. You're done with Decor, or you're done with Jack. You're moving on. You got a new friend that you're moving in with in Texas, and blah, blah, blah. And you hooked up with Mason Barstow, and you did this and you did that, blah, blah, blah. Those things would piss off somebody that's already having a hard time dealing with the situation. And maybe he snapped and said, you know what? I'm done with this chick. And talked to some people, and bada bing, bada boom. That's always been a plausible theory in the back of my mind. Do I think that's what happened? No. But I'm not going to completely discount something like that because we don't know. Okay? Because if we completely discount something like that, that would be that would make what he did work. It worked. Then that's why. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Ball Star. I appreciate that. Number 2, you guys are awesome today. I appreciate it so very much. Does anybody in here, as much as I don't want to say this, feel like that's something that's plausible? Adam didn't return to King Road that night, so it would be a different Adam, they're saying. Okay. Well, who was brought home then by Peyton Rossi along with Jack? There was 3 of them. Well, Ethan and Xana may have figured out what was going on, or Ethan and Xana may have just been collateral damage, as hard as that is to believe, if that other theory is plausible. Or Ethan and Xana may have been in the house, obviously, before Kaylee and Maddie came in and got surprised by this person or these persons that were there waiting on the other 2 girls, and they had to be attacked, or they had to be shut down because they came home beforehand. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, 1-1. I was just thinking about that, but I couldn't remember where I had seen it or heard it, and so I wasn't going to say anything because I don't want to say something and it not be right.
What are we talking about? Adam, the roommate
Wasn't
Adam?
the bartender. Lana proved that last night.
How did she do that? I didn't see it.
I don't remember because I was.
Or no, that's right. Yeah, I did know that. Adam Lauda was the one that was sitting in the corner, sitting in the
He was the door person.
Yeah, he was the bouncer, basically, in a sense, checking IDs or whatever the hell you got to do. But still, that doesn't mean that Maddie didn't talk to him. That's what I'm saying.
Adam came back home around 11:45.
Well, DA said last night too, and he was like, those girls could have went to any bar, but they went to that one, the one that Jack was at. Is that a coincidence, or was it done on purpose, or was it nothing? You know what I mean? Yeah, no, it was no. He wasn't. You can see him in the photograph sitting in the corner on that chair. He wasn't bartending. Adam gets on his phone when KGMM or Kaylee and Maddie and Jack left. It shows his face. Yeah. So then, whatever that conversation was with Maddie, he gets on his phone immediately and starts telling somebody something. Maybe they did go to the corner club, but they also went to John's Alley often, from my understanding, and they also went to some other place I can't think of right now often too. So I don't know, Fizzy. I mean, that could be their one. You know, when I was younger, I would go to my bar, I called it, but there was a few that I had. So, and they were going to go to John's Alley that night anyway. They were supposed to go. They even, I think, from my understanding, if I remember right, they asked Jack, "Do you want to go to John's Alley with us?" And he said no. He was going to go home because he was tired. You too, Thumper. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, Missy. Good to see you as well. Jack's girlfriend went with Kaylee and Maddie. Jack, which Jack's girlfriend, Missy? No, they were going to go to John's Alley after the corner club, senor, and then decided that they weren't going at all, and then they went to get food. Probably because Maddie was already trashed.
Or slipped something.
Yeah, because I still wonder that by the way she was acting and walking, and the comments made by multiple people that they've not seen her that drunk in a long, long time.
Just think about how goofy I get on my meds.
Yeah, and again, guys, it's still, every time I watch the videos of Maddie walking, it's like an instant flashback to the Riley Strain walk. Okay, it's almost identical to it, guys. I did a side-by-side comparison looking at it, and yeah, it's crazy. Smitty, I remember WSU Kim saying that's what was said was not that night. What do you mean by that, Smitty? And what hold on. You think Adam was involved? A lot of people do, Astastic. I think Adam needs to tell the world what the hell the conversation was, for one thing. And I think, if nothing else, that could alleviate him from that part of the situation, if anything. I don't think so, Ashley. Do you think that those could be Molly's handprints on the kitchen window? Because it could very possibly. She looks like she has small hands. It could be. For someone who was supposedly so sloshed, I'm surprised she didn't go home and go straight to bed. I agree with that too. But, you know, maybe she was. I've seen a lot of people that fight against when they get that messed up, you know, try to stay awake.
Mm-hmm.
There is not, to my knowledge, Wi-Fi or internet shut down that night. That rumor started the same time people were running with Kopaka said. My understanding, Jen, was that there was a scheduled maintenance detail that happened where they had to shut it down to do the maintenance on the system, and it was only for the university. That's how I understood it. I don't know what's true or false, but that's what I understood from that. But meaning it was only on campus. No, that's a good point too, Mike. She's one hell of a dumbass, that's for sure. I understand completely, Ash. Would a CI's fingerprints be removed from CODIS or whatever the fingerprint? That's a good question, JP. if you're a CI working for the prosecutor's office, the AG, whatever, would they pull your fingerprints? You know what I mean? So that if you were to get in trouble or something, it's not going to come back on them. That's an interesting question. Joanne, welcome. Good to see you. Number 9, I always thought was Jack Katovich, but
That's his name. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I thought number 9 at the grub truck was Jack Katovich. That's how I always understood that. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry.
There's too many Jacks.
And yeah, there are. Yes, they would still be pulled. I don't know. Where'd you go? 1-1, senior. I mean, being in law enforcement, do you know anything about that stuff? Either one of you two? I wish 1-1 would have jumped up here with us. I think
he said he was working.
He did say he had to work today, so he's kind of probably watching this on the phone.
Tomboy just said separate databases is what I saw.
Okay.
Different
YouTube
database for CIs, so maybe yes, maybe no.
No worries, 1-1. Same to you, Salty. It would be nice to have a full drive.
On Jonah?
Yeah. Jonah Chapin, there's no relation, but we've looked into him. Bad person, very bad person, and very deeply involved in drug sales, things like that. And was supposedly at the grub truck that night.
He said he has to go soon. What's the question again?
If somebody has been made a CI, okay, do they run their prints the same way they would anybody else if they were to be stopped or get in some kind of trouble or anything? That was the question, real quick, and I'll be right back, Bear. Hold the fort for me.
Okay, so yes. They would go like, whoops, where'd it go? They would go like they were getting arrested to hold their identity. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, leaves me hanging. You know how it goes, Lucy. I know someone that was a CI in my ex's case, and her prints were ran like normal and gave her a fake charge on something lower. That would make sense. Yeah. I mean, it's very possible, JP. I mean, I don't know. So it means Molly and Justin are excluded as they have been arrested and printed before. This Jonah Chapin is a major drug dealer, and he was with Showalter at the food truck. He is the second hoodie guy. Huh. All right, what you got, Lucy? I'm just saying that if the person being ran is a CI at the agency currently running prints, they would know. Otherwise, if no, do not detain list applies. The CI is in the system for any other arrests.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Ashley thought number 9 was Cole. So who's number 8?
Cole had on a black and white checkered flannel shirt in the bar. Okay. So unless he went home and changed and came back, I was always told 9 was Katovich. Ethan was dealing with some. What do you mean, turpentine? In what form? Like dealing how? Or dealing with what?
Dealing with some rugs, probably.
Like rugging.
You know,
Number 9 was Colby Pugh. Okay. See, this is what I mean, guys. There's so many names. But okay. Thank you, Deborah.
if a CI is on the books, they are very documented, but some cops like to keep their CI secret. Oh.
That I knew.
The fact that Jonah Chapin was around that night at the food truck is a big deal. He has the hoodie over his head.
And he ended up going to prison 2 or 3 days later. Based on what we found. Okay, Lucy, I see it. Hold on. Where did my pen go?
Black and white checkered flannel shirt describes one of the guys on the Banfield video.
That there was another one too, though. If you look in the bar, we found Berenberg in the bar.
There was a guy with bushy eyebrows too on the Banfield video, but you know.
Right, Saeed. Yeah, from what I understood, when I looked it up, Chapin had been sentenced and ended up going to prison for 48 months or something like that. I think 3 days after the murders happened. Yeah. No, it wasn't one of the Banfield boys that was in the bar when we saw. All right. Hold on. So these names are just so you guys know, these names are very important. They became very important, I should say. Okay. We all know who Jeremy Regan is. That was the guy, the neighbor guy that popped out that, I think they looked at immediately. Mason Barstow. This is one of the guys that Kaylee was dating. I have no idea who Kuya Win is, unless that is some relation to Kayla Win. Derek Agbenya, no idea. Patrick Butner, no idea. Courage Alorbu, no idea. James Deskins, no idea. Henry Clark, no. Kenneth Anderson, I do recognize that one. Who in the hell, like Lana said today, is Donald McDonald? Is that like Ronald's illegitimate cousin or what? So that JP said that that's Kayla's brother. Okay, I wondered if there was a relation. Jonah was in the system, so he can't be male B either. I think the killer is male B. That's what I think too. I think that's exactly what I think, JP. I think the person that committed the crime, that committed the murder, is male B. That's absolutely what I've been thinking.
And JP said that's Kayla's brother.
Yeah.
When?
What now, Meg? What did I do?
Oh, Dago.
You sound like Cassie's daughter saying that. Oh, Dado. Male B and D never ran in the system. Right. That's why I think B is the killer, because they don't know who it is. Or did I say something else wrong, Lucci? He didn't sit right with you, just saying. Which one, SRB? Why was he sitting with you anyway? You're married. He shouldn't have been sitting with you. There's a reason one video was completely scrubbed from the internet. Which one are you talking about, Turpentine? What's the difference between a suspect and a subject? So, a suspect is a suspect. They suspect that person to be involved in the crime. A subject is a person of interest, possibly in relation to the crime, Jesse. I looked that up a long time back because I was like, what the hell? So yeah, a subject is a person of interest, possibly pertaining to the crime. Suspect is a suspect person is being suspected of the crime at that point.
I don't know if Quinn was there that night or not, but
well, that's a big topic of contention right now that we've been talking about that over at DA's and oh, you're talking about Regan. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't like Jeremy Regan. I think it's just the way he talks and acts, but thank you, Siggy. I can't tell who got that, but whoever did get the new membership, congrats and welcome to the sauce. Can't be Jonah because he's okay, so he's in the system then. I got you. B&D never got ran, right? And Siggy dropped another one. Looks like, I think. Whoever's getting these, congrats. And then the rest of these names, we know who they are. So I'm going to be looking into these names again now, I should say, that we have them just to see who they are, what they're about, and things like that. Hold on. Items. These are all the swabs that were done again.
Lucy said, no, I'm saying it does not matter who is in the system because they never ran B&D. Okay.
Gotcha. Gotcha, Lucy. And yeah, that's another big question of mine as well, is why they ran Jack's fingerprints in May, this past May, guys, like this past summer. I when I found that out, I was definitely super curious as to why.
Oh my goodness, Siggy. Thank you.
I was going to say thank you again, Siggy. Good Lord.
That one went to Ginger B, I see.
Ginger B. We also had
I didn't catch the other one.
Denelyn, I think, yes, and Carrie Raid. I think that's it. Thank you so much, Siggy. You're such an angel. Very sweet and very generous of you. And congrats to all 7 of the new meatballs are getting in the sauce with us. When was Ann Taylor's alt perp claim on GD? What did she bring him in as the alternative perpetrator or one of them? Oh, hold on.
Well, that's interesting, senor. Says, ever thought B&D could have been ran and came up as a do not detain CI, and they know who it is, and say they did not run the sample to keep the cover of the CI.
That's why I was asking you. That's exactly why I was asking you, senor, about the prints of a CI and how they do it. That's exactly why. That's interesting you said that. Very interesting. Good point, senor. Right?
Yes, very,
very interesting. We may get into having a show just on that topic alone, senor. Yeah, welcome to the new 7 meatballs in the sauce, guys. I appreciate you all joining us. I knew this was going to turn into more of a conversation because I wanted to myself, to be honest with you. I really want to talk about these things. Hold on. Where did they go? Nope, wrong one. There it is. So we got referenced DNA swabs from Coy Wynn, which again is Kayla's brother, they said, from Derek Agbenya, Patrick Butner, Courage Alorbu, and James Deskins. These are all reference DNA swabs. Oral. Well, we have 1, 2, 3 swabs that are oral. The other 2 are DNA. And it says that the results from presumptive chemical tests performed on 38, 39, 40 indicate the presence of blood. Items 1 through 40 were swabbed for DNA collection. 37 to 1 and 2 and 41 through 50 were examined only for the purpose of sampling for DNA analysis. Disposition of evidence is that 41, 42, 43, 40.1, 2, and 3, and a portion of items 1, 5, 371, 37, 2, 38, 39, 40.4, and 41 through 50 were forwarded for DNA analysis. Results will follow in a separate report. All remaining items and have been returned to the main laboratory evidence vault pending DNA. Senor says, like, if the sample came back to a CI that was informing on AK to not wreck the big drug bust, would 4 killings be acceptable to them? That's a question I asked a long time ago. That's what I'm saying, Senor. Like, would the FBI, the DEA, because we know they were on the ground already in Moscow, would they sacrifice 4 other people's lives for the good of an investigation that's been running for 5 years, per se? This is an example, but would that happen? Do you get what I'm saying by that? Would it be okay for them to sacrifice 4 people to protect an investigation that they've been running for so long? Maybe it's a RICO case, maybe not, whatever. I'm just saying it's a big investigation that
could be like millions of dollars in drugs or something.
Exactly, or something worse, or a combination of things, since we have more than one agency on the ground. So, and if you were to be able to step in to prevent this crime from happening, it's going to destroy this entire investigation, shut it all down, bring it all out to the world, so on and so forth. Are they going to take that and make that sacrifice? Oh, I hope OSU loses. Sorry, Crud Dog. Tammy Boy said 100%. But why frame BK? Why not just leave? Well, okay, here's the thing. Again, before I said this before, what if BK fell into something that he wasn't supposed to, and they killed 2 birds with 1 stone, shutting him down by making him the suspect for it, as well as coming up with that. You know what I mean? Hold on a minute. Nico Icon Classic. Love you guys, but the wrong grammar usage of ran. It's run, not ran. Basic stuff, really.
Well, maybe it was just a typo.
Probably. But that does happen. It doesn't really matter. People get the gist of it. It's not that important. Not the FBI sanctioned not that the FBI sanctioned the killings, but point the finger at someone else to not jeopardize. That's what I mean. Yeah, that's absolutely what I mean. And so that is something that you believe would happen or could happen, Senor. Because I believe it could. I believe it would. Wait, hold on here, Turpentines.
Okay, you did see it.
Okay, I'm going to read this out loud now. MK. Oh, Maddie, Kaylee, and Jack Showalter walk past a bench on the way to the grub truck. Jack Decor and two friends are sitting there, and Kaylee touches his shoulder, probably grabbing the vape. This is my. Where did you see this at, Turpentine? Are you serious? This is something you visually saw, or is this a thought that you have?
No, she's been asking if anybody else has seen this video, but we couldn't figure out exactly what.
I've
said
never
YouTube.
I've never
ago.
seen nor heard of that ever. Where did you see this? Months ago? Do you know where? What about Lucy? Lucy has everything.
Right.
Something bigger they could not let him. I still think it's very plausible that Brian Koberger may have been involved in a situation where they were doing controlled buys. Okay. I really do. And I still think, and if that's where he was inserted, so possibly that would be it. Okay. And something just went wrong. Thank you, Wellington. Happy New Year to you as well. Appreciate you very much. Number 3 on that goal. I don't remember where I thought Lucy would know too. I've never heard of it, even talked about.
Lucy, do you know anything about this video?
Senor, do I need to reschedule an extraction operation for reprogramming? Oh my God, I love her. She's a trip. Yes, thank you so much, Wellington. Me either. Yeah, I've never ever heard of that turpentine, and then truly, if that exists, I need to see that. Me either. Ever. I've never heard nor seen, and I'm pretty much on top of everything. I believe there's very.
We're not saying you're lying, honey.
No. I'm saying I want to see it. I believe you wholeheartedly. We never had the opportunity to see it. I want to if it's out there. It wasn't something.
Ask Doug.
I'm sorry.
Doug.
Doug.
Lucy said, "I'll ask Doug."
Oh, shut up, Lucy, with Doug. Doug, the crazy preacher of the church.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Where do you get GHB, dentist? Yeah.
I have a form of GHB from my neurologist for my narcolepsy.
Yeah, I thought it was a schedule 3 or no, because it's a what do you call it?
Schedule 2.
Is it a schedule 2? Okay, what is it? What is it labeled as, Bear? I forget you work at a pharmacy.
What do you mean? What's it labeled as?
Like the type of like a psycho, or not a psycho, but there's a
sedative.
It's a sedative. Okay, that's what I was wondering. The other footage of them walking came from Doug. Are you serious? He has footage of them walking. And Jack Decor is sitting in this. See, this is what I don't understand. Maddie and Kaylee were brought home around 1:56 by Eric Gower. Okay.
Hey, Tandy.
There's our Tandy girl. Welcome home from work, dear, and happy New Year's Eve. And then we watched what we believe to be Gower dropping off Maddie and Kaylee at 1:56 a.m. And then you see it just a little bit later. I'm pretty sure it's very short time after. The car pulls up over here. The 3 guys get out and they walk towards Decor's house, which we have all come to the conclusion that that's Jack Decor.
Full start. I know GHB is that. The medicine I take for my narcolepsy is a cousin to GHB.
Yes.
That's what they told me first thing because it was very controversial.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty controversial thing.
And it knocks you out.
What's the matter? What are you talking about, James? You won't stay to
Aw,
Why would you say that, sir?
what's the matter, James?
Yeah, truly. We like having you here. I don't know why you'd say that. Yes, I know what you're saying. False star, and that's true. Who knew? Never. What are we talking? What is there something going on I'm missing over here?
Seriously.
You guys, mods, you guys see anything? Yeah, I know, Jesse. I don't either. Heather, my butt. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. I get it now. I was like, what the hell is going on with James? You're good, brother. Good stuff. Right there. No worries. And Meg, be careful over there. Don't let them push you down the stairs. We need you around here.
Oh,
It's okay, Jen. We covered it. We're good. There's like 5 conversations going on. I'm trying to catch up on everything at one time. So
that's usually why I stay so quiet, because, like, you talk and then they have, like, 6 different conversations, and then I just get like, whoa.
yeah. Well, it's hard to follow sometimes, but I caught up. Thank you. Up and Meg's up on the roof again. Okay.
Oh, no.
She's any issues we have, I have hired Meg as our HR person, so go to her.
Inside your bones. I thought that too.
I thought Maddie might have been given. I do too. I think that.
No, you don't need to stay quiet, hun.
Who?
Inside your bones.
No, please don't. I want you guys all to speak out, and you guys are welcome to hit that link and come up here with the rest of us and actually talk if you want to.
Yeah, the chat moves fast on our end, so it's hard to
keep up. Please don't do that either, Moonlight. I love hearing what you have to say too. All you guys, come on, guys. We just don't get to see it all. I'm trying to catch up with everything, and that's why I'm like not reading this other stuff. But nobody needs to be talking to themselves. And welcome, Tandy. Yes. Write-ups for everyone. Happy New Year. There it is. She's the boss. I'm the sauce boss, but she's the HR boss. Speaking of which, when did I get that name? That's a new thing. Who gave me that, by the way? The sauce boss. I think Tandy did.
Oh, Lord, I have no idea.
Colby and Miles. Hi, Jackie. And by the way, again, for those of you that are just popping in, please welcome Miss Rowena has become part of the Blue Crew. Long time deserved. We talked about it a long time ago, but I figured, what the hell? It's a new year coming, so she is now part of the Blue Crew.
I didn't get to say anything, but congratulations, Ro. Welcome to the Blue Crew.
Yes. We no longer have to look at Ro in green. And that means, Ro, you don't have to worry about a membership, dear. You've always had one, but yes, Ro is very, very awesome. Ro's been with us for 4 years that I can think of. So
I just say it's been a long time.
Well, way, 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 way delayed and well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to put that out there too, and we'll work on getting her all set up with everything. But again, Ro, it's not anything. You don't have to do anything. It's more, like I said, of an honor thing because you've been here so long. If you want to do things, you're more than welcome to, but I don't want you to feel like you have to. Thank you. And GBLGHB is something I have a lot of experience with. Streetwise, it varies and is mixed with stuff. It's also hard to detect in rugs tests because your body releases. Yeah, that I knew, right? We've had issues with it in the past around here for that whole grape thing. Yes. Are Cole and Colby friends? That's a good question, Ashley. Anybody have an answer? Loose day? I haven't seen nothing new on this one here. So I'm gonna. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, I can breathe through my nose again. Oh, great! Now I smell that fart smell again because of the sauerkraut. Yay! Yeah, I promise you guys. The day after tomorrow, we'll do a much better detailed cover on these. I'm just looking for specific things right now. Buccal swab from Jeremy Regan. Swab. They swabbed all these people, and okay. These are all the new names. Yeah, I promise you that's what it is. That's great. I love it. Don't blame it on the sauerkraut. It truly is the smell. I promise you. It's not as bad now, but I smell it. There's our Cassie. I've never seen or heard about any video of KG test. See, I haven't either. That's what I don't. I can't imagine we're on that walk. I don't remember seeing a bench. That's the thing. I come every time. I'm gonna look into it, Turpentine, because I'm very curious. But I've never heard of it, so that's why I'm so curious. If that's the case, that's kind of a little bit of a game changer. Supposed to blame the dog. Well, I mean, he doesn't do that. It's weird. He doesn't do that very often. The sauerkraut is because it's New Year's Eve and it's all about the greens and the black-eyed peas, the sauerkraut and pork. You know, it's all supposed to mean something. Loach and Barry were not interviewed. David Barracoa did do an interview. David Loach, there's nothing listed anywhere filed about anything to do with David Loach, and I don't understand why.
I didn't think about that inside your bones. That's a good thought.
What?
Yeah. Think about all the people falling in the rivers and
just don't wake. And so I thought of all those people that. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know that I don't know where the water, rivers and stuff in that area, what it's like there. So much corruption. Hello and welcome. Did anybody see the report where there was a K-bar knife and she found it? Yes, I remember. They found a few of them in different places, but they disregarded them all. Nobody else wants to join us up here, Bear. They must think I smell again. Yeah, it's usually, I've covered a lot of that inside your bones out of Texas and Chicago. The smiley face killer, the Lady Bird Lake situation, and the other Austin water situation too. They're saying could be one for history books. What are we talking about, Foxy? Hi, all. I know I have said this before, but if you are 45 degrees latitude and up, look up tonight. Possible solar storm headed. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know how to do all that stuff. So I'll look up. If I see it, then I'm there. If I don't, then I'm not there. Didn't the police go to the frat house because of the fight? See, I was told that. This is what I have issues with, okay? Nobody else seems to care but me, though. That's a weird thing. This fight was verified by 4 people that it happened. Jasmine Kernodle, Jeff Kernodle, and Kara Kernodle, okay? And then based on what Jeff said, actually 5 people, I think, Xana and Ethan had admitted to it to Jeff and Jasmine during a conversation. Why is nobody talking about it? There's no police report, which that's not normal, or that's not abnormal. It doesn't, I'm not surprised. But Jeff was going to go to the house because of a fight. Kara said, yes, it happened. Jasmine said that it had happened. Why does nobody in any of the interviews talk when they say, did anything strange or odd or anything different happen that night? Nobody brings up this fight that supposedly happened between Ethan and David Loach. Bethany was there that night. Dylan was there that night. Nobody says it. So from my understanding, if we're coming from Jasmine and Jeff, family members of Xana, the fight happened, but nobody talks about it. And I got to wonder if that's a big reason with some of this stuff as to why. There's, of course, no report taken ever. We know that, but welcome, Matrix. Right. That's exactly what he said, that he wished he would have went because Jasmine, he was going to go. See, this is the thing, guys. It's kind of proof. Jeff was going to go there to check up on his daughter because he was in town. There was a message sent to Jasmine. Hey, your sister and Ethan are fighting with Dirty South or whatever the hell they called him and somebody else, I guess. Hey, White Rabbit. And okay, there's that. Jasmine said, or Xana said to them then, no, Dad, it's fine now. We're at home watching movies, eating pizza. Whether that was true or not, that's what she told her dad. So he would calm down. Jasmine said, nope, you're not going anywhere, Dad. You've been drinking too much. You're going to stay right here. Kara, when we talked to her, she verified that. Why has nobody, not one person, guys, this fight doesn't exist as far as these other people are concerned. Nobody's ever talked about it. There's no report, which again, we know that, okay? But none of it. It's nowhere. It doesn't exist. Nobody talks about it. There was nothing on social media. I scoured social media like crazy years ago. We can't find it anywhere. It's not there, but they're saying it happened. And it makes me wonder if that has something to do with something. Oh, you do great, Moonlight. Don't worry about it. There were police cars parked out. We watched that video, loving. Remember that bear? Then there was like 7 or 8 police cars parked out by the frat house. The thing is I don't remember what day. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I remember it. I don't know what day or anything.
Right.
Like that.
Bethany says she has a fight recorded on her phone. I want to see it. Who's afraid of Loach? That's what I mean, Paul Starr. You'd think he would be somewhere, somehow, in some paperwork, but there's no mention of this guy anywhere. Hi, JC. How are you tonight, hon?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you been?
Oh, okay. Good.
Good. It's good to hear from you. It's been a while.
I know. I've been on vacation and just got back a couple days ago and just kind of recuperating, I guess. It's been very cold here since except for yesterday and today, I think today was a lot better. Yesterday was a little bit better. But I'm glad that I came home when I did because the next day I woke up to blowing snow and it was horrible. So I was in for a couple days and then I just have been kind of relaxing and stuff. And I was gonna go live last night, but then I got kind of caught up with you guys. So that was nice.
Yeah, I
And I
seen you
just
over at DA's last night.
yeah, and then I'm just kind of hanging out, trying to. I think I'm just gonna stay in tonight and just kind of footballed out.
Hey, there's
And
nothing wrong with that. I think it's safer to stay in anyway nowadays.
oh yeah. And I mean, well, there's lots of reasons I want to stay in. And I'm celebrating with my friends in like next this weekend or something.
Oh, okay.
So, it's like I just don't have the motivation to go. I live quite a ways away from downtown and the money, and like I just want to do it when I can and be okay and all that good stuff. So, I just don't have motivation right now, like whatever.
I got
And I just kind of saw that you were on and was just gonna wanted to stop in and say hi.
No, I appreciate that.
What are you guys talking about? I just got here. Sorry.
We were going over the Idaho documents and then having a conversation about it. And Allie just said, Dago, there's a huge thing going on down in Pullman. Law enforcement and FBI and unmarked all over the place. What?
Huh?
Yeah, that's what hey, Outcast, what's up, brother? Happy New Year to you too, bro.
Oh, Happy New Year, Outcast. I've been listening to your lives too a little bit.
Yeah, that's Outcast. Are you talking like right now, like as we speak, Allie? Hold on, let me look at something here real quick. Then let me drop that out of the way real fast. Hold on. Let's see what we got here, if anything.
Is Pullman not a good place?
I don't know. From what I heard, it was okay. I've never heard anything like really bad about it.
Is it? I mean, like I've said before, like I think the stuff that goes down in Pullman and Moscow are worse than what I thought.
Oh, well, yeah, there's
as far as the DRUGSs go.
There's a lot.
Now.
Wait, what?
Allie said yes now.
I'm looking and I don't see anything.
Did you look up JLR?
Oh, yeah, duh.
JLR is there.
Oh,
I don't know.
He knows when everything happens, though. JLR breaking New Year's Eve, New York City ball drop, Times Square, New Year's Eve. Okay. Bomb threat in Kansas, Brown University casualties. No, nothing there.
Allie said my contact is talking to FBI now. Whoa. Got the inside.
What's going on?
It may not have hit news yet.
That's
what I'm thinking.
Where's Twiz at? Twiz was in here. He's in Pullman, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Mama Bear, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I was eating.
That's all right.
Let me check this.
Oh, there's a drink.
What time is it? I'm gonna have to get out of here.
Ellie said 51-year-old guy being arrested.
Does it say 50 or 51-year-old guy? Oh, well. But why?
Dago, it's not you.
No, it's not me. I'm in Ohio. Definitely not me. Well, keep us informed, Allie, if you figure something or find something out, because I'm curious.
Yeah. So, like Tom Boy said, you were asking, JC, Washington is the gateway to the northern border. So the rugs are really bad.
That's
because
right.
It's
a border
Canadian
state.
Border. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Canada's right up that direction too. So, hang on here.
Are they in? Okay, Moscow and I mean, I should know this by now, but are they in the northern part? Ish.
What do you mean by like where?
Yeah, are they like in the northern part of the states?
That I don't know. Tomboy would know because she's from there.
Because I know wherever Kaylee's from is north of Moscow.
She's from
Is it Coeur d'Alene?
No, it starts with an R.
Rathbone.
Rathdrum. That's it.
Yeah, something. But then was it Xana that was from Coeur d'Alene?
Xana was from Arizona.
So Maddie must be from Coeur d'Alene then.
Well, no, Maddie's from
Rathdrum.
Same place as Kaylee because they grew up together.
And Ethan's from Washington, isn't he?
I believe so. Rathdrum.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess they go. What I was gonna ask you is I don't have a notebook or anything, and I'm sure that you have done this, but have you written everyone's name down? And
for the most part, yeah.
So written everyone's name down, and then like, what do you like? You write down like where they were that night, like notes from their interviews, like
yes,
all that stuff.
Yes, I probably have
5 notebooks.
50 to 51-year-old male. His first name is Eric.
Is it the real Eric Gower?
Right. Eric Gower?
Please stand up. Sorry.
Does it give any other description as to why?
She's wondering if it isn't like a internet.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
When you got the FBI in there, yeah, it could be. That makes sense. Eric, red van, Eric, yeah, the guy that was bouncing around in the back of the van over on Outcast Channel. He was a grower, not a shower.
Mikey.
Eric Robbins. Did you have a good Christmas, JC?
I did. I went to Colorado and it was 60 degrees.
Glad to hear that.
On Christmas Day.
Did Santa Claus bring you all, everything you wanted?
Yes.
That's good.
I didn't ask for much. All you got to do is give me coffee, honey.
That's me too. Me too. And he didn't even bring me coffee. See?
Oh, I got coffee and a Starbucks gift card. So, and socks and gloves, and I actually needed those things.
It's always funny when we get older.
Ellie just said yes. Eric Robbins is his name.
Okay, there we go. It's funny how when you get older, like when you're kids and you get socks and underwear and stuff, you throw it. You don't want it. But when you get our age and you get socks and underwear and you're like, thank you, Jesus. I need.
Well, I actually needed a pair of gloves because I did not have any, and I went outside a couple days when it was really cold here. And like when you go outside when it's freezing temperatures like this, you can get like when your hands get cold, it can take an hour to warm them up.
Yeah, oh yeah, especially like I had, unfortunately, one of the other things I did to myself as a firefighter because I'm a dumbass, I had stuck my hands without gloves on in a porta tank because when you're in the country, they don't have fire hydrants. So you have to fill up porta tanks and keep filling them to get water to put fires out. And one of the times we were filling the tank, one night we were on a bad fire. It was a chemical fire that would not go out. And we couldn't get foam trucks to show up, so we were just dousing everything around it with water. My gloves had frozen. I couldn't bend them, so I took them off. And I was changing out the nozzle attachment that attaches to the tank to drop in, blah, blah, blah. And my hands got soaked and froze. It was like 32 below zero. Yeah. And they froze immediately, and I had bad frostbite on my hands. Very, very bad. So now, if I go outside, as soon as my hands hit the cold air, it's like somebody smacked them with a sledgehammer immediately.
Oh yeah. It took me an hour to warm mine up the other night, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I got a pair of gloves for Christmas, and I'm like, thank you.
It's very frostbite, no joke. It's very painful. My hands get dark too. They turn like not black, but get really
like
dark.
A purplish.
Yes, yeah, very
like
quick.
A bluish purplish, yeah.
Holy cow, Mikey! What did you do? Did you even know what to do? At 32 in Florida.
Oh wow.
But yeah, so Dago, you have a list of everybody name, their interview, notes on their interview, where they were.
To some extent, yes.
Okay. Because I was thinking about just doing that and seeing, but I mean, if I'm still where you're at, I don't think it would do me any good because I know, you know what I mean? Like I just have a mental note of everything.
Mhm.
But I was just wondering if you did, because does it help you piece anything together? Like it doesn't help anything make any more sense though, does it?
I mean, some things have, but I've always taken notes from day one. I have 300 notebooks, I'm not lying, that are all over the place, buried now, that I've used, that I just hang on to when I'm done. I if I don't write things down, I forget everything. That's the problem. I have very bad short-term memory issues. So I started writing all that down, and it helps in some aspect because you can refer back. I mean, I'll never be Eddie. Eddie has the most amazing note-taking system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay.
And he does it so that he can refer back to specific things.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. Okay, so that person was arrested Tuesday. I see it now. Okay, thank you, Busy. So, but anyway,
because to me there's just so many moving parts and so many possibilities that it's endless. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I get it. I mean, it may help in the long run. You know, if we ever have to refer back to something and say, hey, I took, but here's the problem. My note taking skills are very bad. My notes, there's like a doodle on the side over here of a smiley face with a big nose. And then I have my notes over here. And then I have notes for something else over here. And then I have notes for Delphi on the top of the page. And then something else.
They're doodle notes.
Yeah, I have to get through that. But I can usually figure out what I'm looking. But the problem is now is I have so many notebooks. They're all different colors. I don't write titles on things. I just take my notes and then I file. I file it away.
Yeah.
I file it away, and then if I go back to it, and what?
Get him, Brandy.
Nothing. Not stupid, dear.
I love you very much. You're stupid.
No, I'm not stupid. I'm just unorganized and
squirrel.
And very high, ADHD. So.
All right. Well, I need to hop off here.
I was just wondering if anybody had anything like that, and if it made any more sense to them than it does any of us.
Yeah, I have tons of notes and tons of notebooks. So, can I help you?
Oh, I was like, what?
You're being strange. Thank you.
What's happening?
All right, JC, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you very much.
What's happening?
I'm in the middle of doing something. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for today anyway, guys. Because
your wife wants to eat your face.
It's been a while, and where are we at? Almost 4 hours, and it's New Year's Eve, so
yeah.
And your wife is wanting some attention.
I'll catch the replay.
She's bored. Sounds good, Jason. I appreciate it.
And I'll see you soon.
Up here.
I'm sorry, what?
I said you're bored.
Bye, JC. Have a happy New Year.
You too. Bye-bye, guys.
Yeah, and it's New Year's Eve, and we're gonna, like I said, there's nobody else here. She's bored. So anyway, don't do that. How you doing, Robert?
I'm being strange.
No, my wife is being strange.
Whatever.
She's like bored and coming up behind me and sticking her fingers in my ears and all sorts of things.
On that note, everybody have a safe, happy New Year's. I'm out of here.
Happy New Year!
Love y'all, and I'll see you
That's
later.
our new baby. My daughter's new baby.
Oh, congratulations.
It's a leopard gecko.
I see it. Wild looking. But yes, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. I'm gonna go
I'm sorry I'm late. I just popped up here to wish you and Mama Bear a happy New Year. And yeah, I support you and your channel, and I support Mama Bear and everyone in chat. And I just want to tell you guys I love you guys and
appreciate it. Same to you.
Aw, thanks. Back at you.
Yes, sir. Very much appreciated. I hope you have a great New Year's Eve, sir, and a great start to your New Year tomorrow. Hopefully you have a great year coming forward, and hopefully your channel, continues to do well and grows and all that fun stuff. And we appreciate having you around here. And
I know sometimes I feel like I wear out my welcome sometimes, but you've already told me stop talking like that.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't know me yet, I promise you, if you were doing that, I'd have just blatantly told you, sir, because I just I don't hold bones anymore.
And if I was up here and
she'd have told you.
Yeah.
She's a lot more blatant and blunt than I am, believe it or not. As sweet as she seems to be, she'll just flat out say, you're a problem.
The baby shark dude, I muted him real quick last night. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
But
no, you're fine, Robert. Always have been. No worries, bro. Yeah, I hope you have a great night tonight. I hope everybody in chat, if I don't see you by some chance anywhere else, which I doubt I will. So yeah, Mama Bear, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow at some point. And again, congratulations on your house. And Robert, you as well, my friend. Happy New Year to you and everybody else in here, everybody in the chat, moderators. Thank you all so very much. I'll probably pop into the Discord with you guys here in a few for talk to you guys for a minute. But I hope everybody in here has an amazing rest of your night and New Year, everything. Be safe. Please, 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 if you're going to leave the home or do anything like that, please be safe. That's the only thing I can say. Most definitely is just be safe. Be happy, be safe, and be merry. And like I said, the day after tomorrow, we'll jump back in and deal with some more of this, a little bit more focused. Greg McNeely, good to see you. Stay frosty and watch your six. There you go. There you go. Anything else to add there, Miss Mama Beer?
I don't think so.
All right. I love Robert. You guys, and I'm popping down.
All right, Robert. Have a great night, brother. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Yes, yes. Mama Bear, love ya. Have a great night if I don't see you. And I will talk to you tomorrow as well.
All righty. Bye, guys. Love ya.
Everybody in the house, by the way, don't forget to love yourselves, love each other. Don't change a thing. And happy New Year. I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The coffee's cold, the final stain. We laid the map out in the pouring rain. No hidden corners left to creep. The dark truth woke while the city was asleep. The evidence lines up straight and true. A perfect picture of what they chose to do. The quiet street erupts in flashing light. A reckoning delivered in the night. SWAT serves the warrant. is empty, closed for the night. We put the darkness back into the light. We'll wipe the counter, set the empty chair, and wait right here for the next secret laid bare. Until the next one.